All right, everybody all right? Yes, sir. Let's see that mic on, we good? That's my stomach, oh, my lotion. Woo, what a time. True to be alive. Yes, tell you, some of the best rest I had. I'm understanding Shabbat now. Rest from all your labor. Yes, yes, yes. Ernie, you getting any rest yet?
No.
Oh, goodness, it's early. You shouldn't be getting no rest. You still be getting still flopped and flipped. Flipped and flopped, ain't that right? Ernie said that's the only time it's all right to be flip-flopping. Typically, you don't want people flip-flopping, you know what I'm saying, back and forth. He said, but I don't mind. Ain't that right? That's right. Ernie can't make them Wednesday night. I get Tuesday to take him out. Isn't that right? Well, all right, we here, so our goal, our expectation, make sure we get this thing right. Isn't that right? I was looking at a video, came to my phone where I guess the police number wound up assaulting a lady, a white lady, 72 years old. She was had dementia. They attacked on the street and took her down and bruised her arm, shoved her arms up her back. Y'all didn't see the video? So CNN them had it come, I guess, I'm not following it, just came to my phone for me to look at it. And apparently they bruised her arm and everything real bad and arrested her. She had dementia. So the police officers at the station were looking at the video and they were laughing. All three of them had to resign from laughing at a video. They were forced to resign. They said they no longer work for the police department. They were laughing. They were like, it's funny. They were like, it ain't funny shit, but it's funny as shit. And man, they told them, they had them on tape sitting there looking at the video. All three of them had to resign. Now, why we can't get that one a nigga shot? I'm sitting here and I posted, I put on Twitter, I told them, I said, you know, they just stupid. Other than them being stupid and just blundering idiots, it's still they right. How you gonna fire somebody because they laughing at a video? You know what I'm saying? Were they advocate? Were they the one doing it? To just show you just how backward the nation is, but she's a white woman. So the defense is quick. Oh, listen, the state done jumped in. I think, I want to say now, I'm thinking they're trying to even look at if there's some charges that could be filed on them for laughing. I need to see this one. See, what it should do, it should anger people of color even more to look at why we got to break away. Yeah. The quick response, listen, this dementia lady is suing them. This stuff is serious. I'm talking about, they got so many people involved so quick. This thing has just, it's a swift, quick move toward everybody on this whole thing. They got suits against each officer suit. I mean, this stuff is serious. But I'm just looking at, hold on, the lady ain't dead. Right. I'm not advocating what they did to her. She ain't dead. Listen, all charges are dropped. All charges against her is dropped. The ain't dropped all the charges. Shouldn't have never happened. I'll still be under investigation. We can't even get the tape from the North Carolina shoot. That just shows you, I don't know how people, anybody in a decency, especially our people of color. I don't know why we still even support these people, want anything to do with them other than, let's just trade and be done with it. Y'all should all had to do it. Just trade and be done with it. Let's just break away from their system. You know, I've been crying the same thing, advocating. And it's either other people of color, even officers, even agree the same thing. It's just time for the police our own. It's just time for them to police their own. You see, you know they animals. When they do it to their own, 70-something-year-old woman walking down the street and you just get attacked by the police and slam you down. It takes 3 officers to take a 70-something-year-old woman down and take her arms and bend them up her back. They need the ass whoop. That's the first thing they need to have. First, anything need to have off the real, immediately need to be ass whooping. I like to be in charge of the ass whooping team. Once you get stomped out real quick and you get the feel of somebody, that's somebody's mama. Somebody white, somebody 70-something years, we ain't got that kind of decent respect to learn how to deal with our elderly people. White, black, Hispanic, I don't care what it is. This is an elderly person. But they thought it took 2, 3 of them to take her down. You know what I'm saying? Then not many, I mean, we talked about it a little bit on the show, and I don't know. We got a lot of problems. We do, and I don't know why people keep thinking everything just hunky-dory staying here with these people when nothing's changing for us. It don't matter what we do. You can march, you can protest. Nothing's going to change. They don't need to protest and march these people. Just break away from them. Yep. All we need is a couple of good meetings. We won't solve it all in one meeting. A couple of good meetings, we all sit down, we talk, we conversate on how we feel about the situation, which everybody should be pissed. Secondly, we start moving on, what's our plan of action? And from that, that's where we're moving. We don't veer from it. What we're going to say, it's going to cost us our lives? That's what we mean about now. It's already costing our lives not coming together. So not coming together is not the answer. It's not the result. Only answer we got, we're going to have to come together. We're going to unite together, put everything. I don't want to pray. I don't want to pray with nobody. I don't want to, let all of us pray. Let my realm pray. I don't want to pray. I already know how it's going to go. You pray first. Second, third, and 1500 is one going to piss me off. Somebody going to be praying for the enemy. I don't want to pray. I already been praying. It's time to take action. Ain't no more time to pray now. It's time to move forward and execute what we're going to do. White folk, they going to pray when session start. After that, that's it. They start working. Everybody should have been praying. You just started praying, then we're in trouble. And second, you should have been living right. But since we hadn't, this is another fault we got. But now we got to move our people into the mindset of living right. I'm not trying to force what we teach or preach on nobody else. I let the people stand and do what they want. I'm just saying we all got a mutual cause, though. A lot of people just pissed. Isn't that right? We tired of what's been going on. So we got a mutual cause, and let's keep it there. If you bring religion in, you bring prayer, and you're going to break the cause up. Leave it alone. I don't want to meet at nobody's church. My church is over. That's the problem. We need to close your church. I don't want to meet at the synagogue. I know how they're going to go. We met at your synagogue last time. No, no, we don't need to meet there. We need to get a mutual spot where we can sit down, we can meet, and let's get right to the problem. Because a lot of our people are affected by this. They don't believe either way. Whether what we believe, whether what Christian believe, whether what Muslim believe, but they believe that it needs to be a change, and they got that right. I don't want to meet with nobody about trying to establish no religion. I ain't got time to talk about that right now, because we ain't going to get nowhere. Because you ain't going to move me. You ain't going to move me with no Christian theology. It's not going to work. I'm not going to entertain it, and I'm going to cut it down, and we're going to leave what we're doing, so let's just leave it alone. Let's get to where everybody communicate. We can all communicate and understand one call. We tired of getting shot down. We're tired of getting beaten. We're tired of getting abused. We're tired of being incarcerated. We're tired of starving. We're tired of project. We're tired of piss poor schools. We're tired of when we come out to say, listen, I respect y'all right to protest, but y'all need to be in the house by 10 o'clock. That's some shit a parent tell their kid. What the purpose of protesting if I protest at your will, at your convenience? As long as you ain't blocking traffic, as long as you ain't in front of nobody's business establishment, as long as you ain't blocking nothing governmental, then hell, how am I gonna get your attention? On the sidewalk, out the way, in the house by 10 o'clock. And what's supposed to change? They ain't even, for somebody to even tell you that is to insult your intelligence. Anybody that come out with that answer is against it. They're not with us. Anybody come out, we done talked, and they said, listen, go home. No, we don't need to go home. We need to come up with a plan, because just that ain't no plan either. We need to all come up, a majority of us, with a consensus on this is what we're going to do. It ain't got to be what I say do, but if you want to draw some signs, you want to stand around, you want to talk, lose my number. Only thing I want to talk to white people about is to tell them this is what we're going to be doing. This is your final warning. Y'all hear me? This is it. Listen, this is it. We ain't saying it. Now, the next time, ain't no next time. This is what we're doing. That way after this, all you getting out of that money is ass kicking. We done. I mean, that's the only way to get it right. You got to come in and what you put out your mouth, that's what you got to do. Till we won't be mean again about this. And our kids come up missing, and our kids come up shot, and our men come up hung in these prisons, that's your ass. We're doing 2 for 1 like jail. If I give you one, you got to give me 2. We're doing 2 for 1. Then when they sit down and start saying, that ain't right, all you got to do is don't mess with 1, you ain't got to worry about 2. Anything that we'll be doing will be based on what what you've done. So don't feel bad about oh, no, we can't do that. Let me see. One of our kids gets snatched. We got a problem with snatching 2 of theirs? They the one brought it on them. They'll tell their people, don't nobody mess with none of their kids. Leave them the hell alone now. That's what they'll say, because we don't want out. What's wrong with that? That ain't fair? One of our men died, we take 2 of yours. I know how y'all think. You think like a Christian. Well, that won't be fair. That won't be fair. If they want to be fair, don't F with none of ours. So all you got to do, you got to set your rules and your boundaries. Then you got to come out. Then you got to execute. That's what they've been doing to us. When them boys get up in the morning and put them boots on and strap them weapons on, they already got their mind. When I go out, I'm going to execute me somebody today. See, our mind, we need to set up some rules and regulators that help us. I asked a question on the show. I don't know if y'all listen. I asked if you see, now you know you as a citizen had a right to arrest another citizen if you see them doing something that's illegal. You know you could ticket a person too. You had to go to court for it to prove it out more, but you had that right as a citizen. Why you don't have the right as a citizen if you see another citizen getting their ass tore up and ripped out the frame by the police, you don't have no right to intervene. You have clear video showing this. And you can't react and you can't do nothing because then you don't step out your boundary. So listen, being a citizen ain't shit then. Nope. So then you call the people that look like the people that's whooping the ass of the person. Where this going? How many of them people finna jump in their car and shoot over that fast they can so they can shoot down and kill the person that's hurting the other person on the ground that's a citizen? Them guys gonna look at shit, I work with that person. We know each other. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen, don't be doing no shit like that. Man, shit on camera, man. People call, you know what I'm saying? Do that shit, man, shit on camera. Take their ass somewhere nobody don't see it. We got this. We got it. Then you gonna get back. Then they gonna take them off. So how we gonna see what happened? That kind of shit right there. We gotta write a book. Shit you don't do. And then at the bottom we got the net page. Shit like this. That's shit you don't do. Then we're gonna have, when we come together, we're gonna write a book called Shit You Don't Do. And anytime they do that shit right there. They're gonna have a picture of it. All that come up on that shit you don't do, the shit right there is under the net page. We'll get them the book, tell them this is our rules and our law and our rate, and you need to know them when you engage with us. Yeah. Start with that shit you don't do. And they'll know that's on every page. Book be this thick. So we go to court, we take you out of court, and then we'll throw it, this it right here. Flip to shit you don't do. It's on every page. All this shit right here, you don't do it. If you done any of this shit right here, guilty. Yep. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. Why, listen, you have to do, listen, sometimes strenuous things have to be done in order to secure your position. Yep. We're in a crisis because of Christ. You fighting Christ-like people. That put you in a crisis. When you met these people, they had that religion. This is the same religion you find and you wind up engaging in when they brought you here. And when you met them here. During the slavery time, this is the religion. During slavery going away, this was the religion. During prohibition, this was the religion. During legalizing alcohol, this was the religion. These people that's constantly keep doing, if you know that their religion is still the same. That's right. And you look, your abuse, your deprivation have come through this religion. I don't know how you can do it. That's right. I don't know how you can do it. I'm done. I'm not having no Christian conversation with these people about what? Last Christian conversation, landing our ass on a boat. Yeah. Some of us. The rest of us, we got hit by the damn boat when it landed. So if you was slammed on the boat, either the damn boat slammed into you when they came to you. Either way it goes, a boat. Yep. And this religion. Yep. And they named that ship the Good Jesus. Yep. We ain't done nothing but suffer at the hand of Jesus. That's it. That's it. I'm not entertaining that. No, sir. Look at the people that came and gave it to them. Now they done trained the house nigga to come and teach that same Jesus. Yep. That same Jesus that brought you from a mighty long way. Same one that brought your mama, your daddy, your brother, and your father, and your grandmama and your granddaddy. I'm not entertaining it. The only way it's going to make sense, we going to have to meet as a people, set everything aside. I don't want to talk about what preacher cricket. We'll deal with all that later. Right. I want to deal with, such a homosexual. I want to talk about that right now. Yeah. That homosexual ain't the one shooting me and killing my kids. Yeah. Let me be clear now. I damn sure ain't justifying no homosexual. I just don't want to engage in that conversation right now. That deal with the more pressing issue we got. The fact that we jump in a car and we turn and one of them bastards see us, they can gun us down on tape. They camera. Stay evident. And then somebody got to prove whether or not you can see it. That's where you're at. You only grown in your house till they come. You know, you stop being grown. Your daddy said he the man of the house until the police come. Yep, that's right. When you come home here, boy, I need you to be quiet. And come out the house. Step out here. You just made me come out of my house, which is giving you more authority at this point. Because my authority is here in my house, my property. They look at, can you step out here? They need you to step out here. Now I can really tear that ass up. I done move you out your domain. I can tear that ass up in this yard. It's going to look real funny me coming inside your house doing it. But don't push them. So you really look at it for us. We don't have no rights here. You ain't no, all of that, including, we ain't no men. We not men. Not the one he made. We not men. I'd be lying if I told you, we're not men. We're not men. We're controlled by a system. Now, white people can tell them they can come to the door with their gun, and police officer, sir, we're only here to talk. About what? You do this shit, you ain't got to have no gun on the door. They shooting inside the house. Well, they had a guy in the cab county, they supposed to have shot. I hadn't seen it on the news yet. I watch a lot more world news. How many of y'all not familiar with it? They claimed that the guy somebody called the police and said this guy, if I be correct now, called the police saying that somebody had broken in this abandoned house. Broken in an abandoned house. You know when something's abandoned, what that means? Nobody want the shit left, deserted, abandoned. The police come and tell him to come outside. He's like, no, I'm not coming outside. It's my house. Need him to come outside. He was not coming outside. Then they did the lawful thing, which was shoot the hell out of him. And come to find out, you ain't gonna believe it was his house. You see that? You can't be no man in your own house. Gun down your own house. I'm trying to think, did you see a weapon? Did y'all even try to identify who owned the house? You got a call saying somebody in an abandoned house. How many of y'all familiar with this story? Am I correct what I'm saying? They shot him through the door. He wouldn't open the door. Oh, he was outside, he went back in. And they shot through the door because he went back into the abandoned house. The call was about an abandoned house. His house. His house, which he was at. Then they're going to go back and try to investigate the call, and I guess. Even the person made a bogus call, you still supposed to use your damn head. So what goes with the call mandate me to kill somebody? Let me get this straight. Abandoned house? I know police want to come to a burg, your car get broken. Now they look at, you got insurance. You got insurance. Yeah, look at shit. I'm finna be out here riding around looking at that stolen. Yeah, look at it. You got insurance. You call that claim. Hey, look at shit. I ain't trying to do all that paperwork. Now, like the hell, you know how much time we finna put in trying to catch your little funk ass radio? Man, go and put that one in there for your insurance. Don't go and keep it. They want to let it be insurance claim. You talking about it be different. Someone's broken into someone's home. I seen them climbing through the window. The person has a gun. So I'm going to come with a heightened alert. But I still got to investigate the situation. Because people make prank calls. We lose our life too much. I ain't heard a whole lot about it. Atlanta ain't heard a whole lot about it because Atlanta been on the street. They keep that kind of hush-hush and let you see. I guess every state doing the same thing. Let people in North Carolina see more what happens somewhere else. Let us see what, that's how people assume it's out. Yeah, they're not going to, I still can't see how North Carolina sat back. And of course not. I'm not blaming all the people because we ain't did shit here either now. Again, we need to meet. That's the end of the day. We need to meet. How many of y'all for real change? How many of y'all agree on that we need to just break away? Down with. Ain't no need to talk about nothing else. Fix it, nothing else. How you gonna fix shit? The shit don't work. It ain't gonna work. What we gonna fix? We gonna talk, we're gonna get a couple of police chiefs, some sheriff coming. What I'm doing with my officers, we'll ask the government to give us $55 million for special training. I'm not finna get these boys no cocaine hoe money. That's right. You don't need no money. Like they did cut your pay. Cut your ass off the force. Get your ass out of him. That's what we need to be cut. Get rid of your ass. You ain't got no bin on the street. That's right. We need people out here for people's safety. Out here, I'm talking about for the safety of everybody. You pull a person and give them a ticket, they speed. Give them a damn ticket for speed. Right. You know what? The average person wouldn't kick up and wouldn't fight if it wasn't so that you gonna get people going assholes. That's just you got assholes you pull off. But still you ain't getting no right to shoot nobody being no asshole. Right. Get some tissue and just wipe it. Right. That's the best thing you do with your ass. Your asshole get to shooting stuff. Do you shoot it? Don't stuff be shooting out your ass? Yeah. Do you shoot it? Do you kill it? Do you choke it? Just wipe it. That's all you do. Best you can do is an asshole. You like this asshole, just wipe it. And keep moving. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We need to get where there's a mutual respect on everybody in. Know when that person pulling you over, if you ain't done that and warrant you to be arrested, nothing like that, the worst thing that happen, you get a ticket. And you get your day in court the way you can plead your case. Well, a judge sat down and said, okay, this person here is a law official, but you're a citizen. And all I'm gonna sit here and look at the fact and decide whether or not this ticket was warranted. Not, what you say you did now? Yeah, they did it. Yeah, you pay the fine. We need somebody to sign here and be fair about it. Y'all wrong, something wrong with that? Think about it, you go to court, how many times, if you got a ticket, a police officer, how many of y'all feel like I can still win this case? That person is a sworn officer of the court. Yeah. That person make a call, that pretty much done got your ass, you damn. I'm pushing with everybody of color, you need to have a camera in your car. Not no phone, you need to have one to hit it and kick on and your hands off of shit. This shit here get you shot. Mr. Officer, what you doing, officer? You just irritate somebody bust hell out your then. You'll make somebody knock hell out and your phone. And gonna find you ain't got no insurance on your phone. Now you gotta buy another $700 phone and your damn head split open. And your evidence gone. So we need to get, I'm being out, we need to get one that you can hit and let it start recording. Put your hands out the window. I want to tell all our people there, don't be doing all that arguing, fussing, trying to prove nothing on no side, no street, because you're going to lose this case. This court right here, you're going to lose. I'm just telling you, you're going to lose it. Everybody, don't even deal with it. Keep everything. I know what you're thinking. I'm the same way. Shit, ain't no man I can't say I want to say. This joker got a license to shoot people. That's just being honest with you. You got to get out this street. Get out the street and we can fight this. But we ain't gonna get nowhere unless we get away from it. We need special tags, special license so these folks know our license have on there, shit you don't do. Have a good day. Isn't that right? You have that shit you don't do, like that shit right here what you doing. This shit, that'll be on our license. All our license be official with a seal on there. The seal for our new nation is gonna be an ass. Okay, I don't know who we're gonna use. It ain't gonna be no cartoon ass. We want a jet black ass. All right, everybody gotta stay sealed. Now the ass gonna be closed, because we don't want folks thinking anybody just come in there. But it's gonna be a picture of, Prince, I don't know what you're gonna be doing later, we wanna talk to. No, we got photography, but this just gonna be it won't be the whole license, we just want it on now. So people be like, okay, this is birds and no gorillas and none of that shit now. All we want is a black ass. He want to know just the crack. No, we want the cheeks. Because we want to keep it professional. We don't want no, I know, we're not going to want him, not the crack. Because there's the homosexuals out there too. And them lesbians, so I don't want no crack on there. We only want the black ass. So people will know this is serious. That's the state seal, the nation seal, what we'll be starting. So everybody want to come on here, you get these license now. If you with us, I ain't trying to be funny and disrespect, but then we're going to ask you, I'm going to need to see that ass. That's the only way we're going to know. It won't be, don't take it inappropriate, just pull out your ID. Don't do the, no. Just pull your license. That way we know you with us. All right? Before you get to all the shit you don't do, that shit right there on your license, you got to have that ass with the seal around it. Okay? How many of y'all interested in the license? How many of y'all trying to make it a shaman? So everybody got a license. I want to get me 2 of them. In case I lose. Like here, it's illegal. You can't have 2 licenses. I'm going to need 2 of them. So I want you to see that I'm with this nation right here. Y'all got it? So these are just some of the things we'll be implementing in our meetings. When we come in, we'll be meeting to start this. And also, we'll take other nationalities too now. We just got to fix this with people of color. And I think one of the bad problems we got is we don't know how to communicate with each other. Because it's been a bad stigma put between us. Men, most of us gay, that's what they put out. So now, man, look at me, Fred, I want you an effing sissy. See, you put that in me now. If a black man look at me, he gay already, nigga gay, then they'll put it on states. Let me tell you, sissy don't move to just states, because they don't pick up all their sissy clothes and all their sissy jewelry to go to no state, okay? Sissy travel like they had them out, they'll go where they want to go. They everywhere. They always been where they been, and anybody got no direct count on them. Somebody see 2 sissies. Man, damn, ain't number sissy down here. How many you seen? 2. Most of these folks tell these folks ain't been nowhere and seen no. I show you. How many of y'all been somewhere in the state you just seen a collage of sissies? The only way they done seen a collage of sissies, they went to a gay club, a gay parade. They ain't went nowhere, just or a gay restaurant. But you far just out there, you ain't seen no collage of no sissies. Collages of sissies everywhere. You don't see no stuff like that. He's at the Metropolitan. Them sissies, they flew in for a meeting, they gonna leave. But see, that's what I'm saying though, if you go to an area like where they're at, but just out, you don't see them like that. Like Little Five, some places, but that's their word. They're like, okay, for our protection, let's all just stay here. That's how sissies move. See, that's the same way they try to get people color. Years ago, when they were snatching one black, you walked and you went in groups. Because then it would make them less likely to attack a group. They know about that, but they would make you walk together. They're like going to school. When we used to walk, sometimes we'll walk, it'd be other kids, you meet up and you walking. Now a person looking to snatch, kids got to look at our when it's maybe 2 at most, maybe. Might get in the way telling. But when it's a group, you tend to avoid that. Just like when predators attack, they'll never attack a pride. They'll arouse a crowd, sort of take off, and they wait for the one that breaks. See what I'm saying? We'll have to operate like that. So what they do, these homosexuals just all move and concentrate an area to make it look like they are everywhere, and they actually not. It's just you need to come out from over there. Like one fella said in park across the street from a gay club, them habits right there. That's trained. Yeah, I ain't got no reason to go park across no gay club and just looking, see who in and out. Hell, I'm looking for somebody I know. Man, around like, hey, come on. It's free night tonight or something. No. This is a spot. Around that corner, and he wrecked that car, and I'm transvestite told the police, he just be riding around here. Nobody want to get in there with him. Yeah, he tried to act like he had an accident. He had that little church down here. Remember what that boy named Mace? See, when May put your eyes out, damn went blind and ran it back another car trying to pick up Sissy. See, that's a bad thing going on around here. But we'll address that another time. But we need to make sure we learn how to concentrate ourselves in areas so we can get more protection. That's right. See, they hurt us and they wound up doing damage because we separated. Really, people that were there when George Floyd was being murdered, yeah, they could have stopped it. Let me tell y'all what ain't gonna happen. White folks ain't gonna sit around and just watch you or black officers just beat hell out no white one. They're gonna do their civic duty. They're gonna intervene in any, look at all those people who were arrested from that January 6th insurrection they call it. And I don't know why they keep using no insurrection. The damn folk were terrorists. They invoke fear. That's what terrorists do. All those people got bonds. Those people been allowed to go on vacation. How serious are these charges? All these people are presumed innocent. On video, your feet up on the speaker of the house, 3rd highest ranking person in the United States. And you took her laptop and the shit, you done had that thing on eBay, where they put on Facebook for sale. They took statues, stuff out of these people's office, pissed on, defecated on their desk, and they got bonds. The judges stepped in, said they need to have a bond. See, when they see white people, you got to be fair. You need people to be fair. You need to stop buying into the height of your skin actually deems you to be wrong. That's how most of us do. That's why those people that stood there, the so-called Negroes that stood there, I know what they were feeling. They were feeling the same fear all of us feel. They mess around and be me. Then when I get out there, all these folk leave and leave me out. That's what we feel, that people going to leave. We got to let these folk know we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going to, and when we form our nation to be the people we going to be, hell, we ain't got no, we'll go when we get damn good and ready. Yeah. That being that, we ain't had nobody chasing our ass, know what the book even said. He said, we're not going to leave by no flight. Yeah. And we ain't going to be leaving in no damn hurry either. Shit, be dragging my damn foot getting out of here. Hell, nobody trying to make me go nowhere. That book. Yes, sir. When they left from Mizraim, they left there in a flight. They left there in a hurry, in a haste. That's why when we eat it, we do that. We had to eat it with our shoes on our feet. Because they had to leave. You had to go like that. He said, when you leave, though, he said, shit, man, take your time. So take your time, young grasshopper. So we got to learn how to leave someone. Nobody force us nowhere. And we ain't just going to go drop off nowhere called no another nigga that look like us. Land us somewhere with a whole bunch of house niggas. We need to look through some stuff. Pick out a place till he come. We need to consult Mr. Yahudy so he know we want to know exactly where he wanted to go. Yeah. That's right. I'm gonna sit around here and dropped us off some damn well. No bunch of damn monkey goonie niggas. So our first thing was a damn stack of bananas. Yeah. I ain't no ape, I need meat. That's right. I don't mind fruit like that, but first time I wake up, hell, I ain't looking for no mango. I'm looking for some bacon. Some eggs or something. I'm one of them type of niggas. Yeah. Ain't that right? Hell, you think I wake up in the morning, first I would climb a damn tree and try to shake a coconut down? Hell, I still got mouth in my eyes. Not all right. Your food eat better when your face look like that. Man around, wash your face too fast, you wash the good away from now. Man, go brush your teeth and then go eat. Now you're damn chewing toothpaste. I want to mix up all my emotional tastes. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't eat like that? Hello? How many of y'all folk eat like that? Ain't nothing right. That shit you do right there. That shit right there, that's what you do. How many of y'all had to wash your face and brush your teeth before you eat? You don't know what you ate. You don't know. It be some old meat in there sometimes you mix with that new meat. That thing just come on in and it just start elaborating together. It start elaborating together. You said, that was good. So I be trying to teach y'all how to eat so you can enjoy yourself. But what it is, we want some fruit. How many of y'all had to wake up in the morning and go climb a tree and eat some fruit? First thing, and then I don't want nobody when I'm hungry to go give me no damn slingshot, talking about running no damn pigeon down and shoot out no air. I don't have time for that. You want me to eat it, have the damn thing in here already battered and the grease on the stove. I'm not going out here with no damn rock trying to throw and kill nothing. I damn sure don't eat no monkey meat. You got a damn monkey hand laying on your plate like that with a bunch of leaves in it. I don't eat like that. I'm just telling y'all, we go to these places, y'all better know how to eat now. I know some of y'all you just gonna flop down and eat. You ain't gonna ask no question for conscience sake. Further, he ain't got no conscience. Ain't that right? Y'all all right? How many of y'all don't like folks tell you don't want to eat nothing with no face on it? Shit don't bother me. Just close your eyes. I ain't gonna eat the face no way. Hey, then how can you eat something with a face on it? Shit don't bother me. Then we'll have another book too. Shit that don't bother. That shit right there. So we're gonna have two. All right, hold on for a minute. You gotta have law, statute, commandment. So you need to have two sets. So everybody knows shit you don't do, that shit right there. We got to have a national stamp, that's that black ass. Then we have a book, shit that don't bother me, that shit right there. And I have a picture. So everybody can run through and like, oh, let me look through the book of shit that don't bother me. So you know what you can do. Isn't that right? And what we'll have we'll have a name for it. The one that shit you do, it'll be the do's, and the other book will be the do notses. So you'll have a book of do's and a book of do notses. Y'all interested in these books? Yes, sir. They're gonna be spread. And we're gonna try. That's why we're gonna have a colorful picture for people who can't read. When you look, you know, that shit right there. That's what you don't do. Ain't that right? That's all. We don't want nobody to come on. I can't read. Look at them pictures. We're gonna make it real easy for everybody. And school will just go to the 3rd grade. How many kids interested in that? School stop at the 3rd grade. We're gonna put out there that shit you don't do. We gotta go past the 3rd grade. We're gonna get them. Y'all need that education. Let me tell y'all something for our young people, why y'all need that education. You're in a system, and you need to know how the system operates so you'll know how to lead the system, and you can find out when you're a victim of the system. What happened with a lot of our people, they fight a system, but they don't know enough about the system, so the fight that they have is a losing battle. When you learn how the system works, then you can learn how to function yourself out of the system. And you can learn when the system is working against you. You need to know what rights are allocated to you, even if it's a piss poor system. So the whole synonymous mindset of don't worry about learning none of these people do it. You're gonna have to. You gotta do business with people. There's a lot of people you gotta learn. You gotta learn custom. When the book told you custom to whom custom, tribute to whom tribute, how that gonna work if you don't know nobody else's system? How am I gonna know what custom you got if I don't know it? Ain't that right? That book told you tribute to whom tribute. You gotta know all these different things so you don't owe nobody nothing. Y'all got it? That's my goal, is to work our people out of this debt. America got us still paying a debt that they supposed to pay. The debt ain't ours, the debt is America's. They tell her how many trillions of dollars they owe, how much of that is money that's supposed to be that's allocated to come back and pay us. You're not even in the national debt, because they don't deem you as a nation. When they look at their national debt, you know what they're looking at? Countries they owe. They look at paying national debt, nation debt. You are people. Nobody owe people nothing. Huh? How many of you been told to not let people bother you? Don't worry about how many of y'all been told don't worry about what other people do? When you have been told don't worry about what other nations do? Don't let nations bother you. See that? You got to start thinking. People told you that because guess what? What they told you is what they use. Why they don't give a damn about you? Worry about what people say. They have some, I don't care what they say about me. And I know. What'd you say? That man said smoke that raw. I know what he said. No, he right. I know who it was, but you see what I'm saying? And you know what he was looking at? He don't care what people say. He wanted to be with her. Why do I care what people say? I don't care what they do. That's what he was telling you. All he wanted to do was what he was said to do. Because people don't affect him. Nations do. You call them white people, they white nation. The white nation affects you and controls you. So you need to learn how to become a nation so you can affect and you can control. Hello? It's got to make sense. Y'all scared to make sense? No. Shouldn't be. Because white people, white nation, they don't make sense, but they still make you suffer. They nonsense make you suffer. That's why you suffering from nonsense. Y'all got that? Don't make no sense at all, is it? But you suffering. White people not suffering. White people got a way out. The white nation. White people can go and plead there based off of them being a nation. They go to their court. These people can plead there based off of them being a part of a nation. You know, they would call them the Indian nation. The Cherokee people. All they would call they call it a nation. Why y'all think they gave those people land? Because they're a nation. All these people are nation. You got to give them a land. These people got creeds. These people got codes. There's certain stuff you can't do to these people. You can't go and tax these people. I charge you. You want a fish? Give me $19 fish for the year. And these water, I don't make no damn water. I don't own no fish. I make y'all pay the fish and he ain't do that. I can't charge them people. They're a nation. They're a nation. You can't charge these people. These people operate and they move like Elohim. They got property. They got boundaries. What's your boundary? Right. Don't you know? And we know what's up at. The feds protect their land. They do. That's right. You know their rights are protected federally by another nation? Yep. That's right. Why ain't no another nation jumped in to protect your rights? Because you're a people. And that's what you keep saying, and that's how they treat you. Like nothing. You got to subscribe to something. They subscribe to a way of life and living. They have a doctrine. They have a creed for how they operate, how they do. It's such stuff they're just not going to do it. They don't want it. Because I tell you about their nation. And a nation is concerned about its people. That's when you can use people. When you connect to something. What do you connect to? You're a part of the American nation. When they show America and you look at American books, your face ain't in it. When your face in it, you got on a straw hat, your ass pushing a plow. There's a white person on a horse controlling you. That's who you are. So that's why they don't respect you, because you don't connect to anything. Got it? See, we gotta get a creed for ourselves. We gotta get a standing for ourselves. These people go and pick animals. You know what I'm saying? They go and pick stuff, and these animals they pick are territorial. They're predators. None of these folks go and pick no damn animal that can't do nothing. They get shit that eagle fly and see shit way down the road. Go in and they'll tape. They can kill me. I control by air, by water, and by land. Why do you think they pick an eagle? I can get your ass anywhere. What you got? Nothing. You have nothing that sticks with your creed to show who you are, and these people know what the animal. Even with Calvin, they pick the bear. They pick a bear. They tell you, they show you what a bear do even when they come down to the stalks. He pull that shit down. They'll let you know you got something. I'll tear your shit down. That goes with them as a nation. What did you got? Nothing. That's why these people don't respect you. Stuff that you think is a joke. Why do you think they go to the table with it? Russia and them come as the bear. All these folk, they pick stuff. You go in and you look at Mizraim, they'll pick the falcon. They get animals. They get animals that are predators. Nobody pick no prey animal. Niggas go and pick a prey animal. Hello? You gotta get something. Even Yahudy pick something that's a defense. The olive, because he's strong. He can protect. He can defend. He can provide. He said, that's me. He has a crown on his head. You know, a predator looking and think like, this shit here can be real bad. This thing here been known to go a man. Thrust him through. Y'all know that? These folks will show you. You see what happened? They show you a bull market. What that mean? That's right. That's why we're going here. We're trying to go up. The olive, he'll drink. Take you up. See, they get animal. They look at it. Makes sense for them. What do you have to symbolize what you are, who you are, what you can do? That's why they don't fear you. Even basketball teams will pick stuff. They'll pick animals. They'll pick fighters. They'll pick stuff that people look at. Even if they're mythological, the Phoenix Suns. All these people pick something that makes sense. The Atlanta Hawks. See what I'm saying? All these people, so when I'm coming out to play the Phoenix Suns, I want to know I'm a Hawk. I'm a predator. We two predators meeting out here. You coming out there with your damn sign. Who are you? We people is tired. You don't have nothing to symbolize your defense. You don't have nothing to stand your ground with, nothing for your protection. So I'm just trying to get y'all to think why these people don't respect you while we ain't going nowhere. Hello? Hello? These people go where they want, and they declare what they want, and they take what they want. That's what predators do. Why you can't defend and stand your ground? They tell you when you can stand, when it's with them. They tell you when to stand up in the court. But you want to stand up for your rights, set your ass down. Hello? These people got us out here, and this is something is just realization for us. These people are going to tell you when your kids can get out, when they can come, when they can stay, when they can go. These people control everything, and all you do, we just sit back and we well need people to tell us when everything all right or when things bad. You know, you automatically, when they show you, they say, listen, things getting bad. You automatically go into a gloom. Oh, things get bad. Oh, what we gonna do? Oh, we gonna die. Oh, we look to our Elohim. That's the whole goal. We gotta look to our Elohim and let him, he tell us, listen, why this stuff bad to them, it work out for us. Isn't that right? Because you know he told us, we let them be our fear. They create your fears, your phobias, your woes, your ups and your downs. It all come from them. Newsman, like y'all, before you got to look at the weatherman so he can tell you, hey, grab your umbrellas. Oh, it's going to be a bad one today. Listen, we expect the tornadoes too, and heavy winds coming in. And so you start pounding, you start thinking, man, I'm going to go out here. Man, traffic going to be messed up. I already know I'm be out here all day, be getting wet. I just stay at home, I don't go nowhere. I go out here and something bad happen to me. Man, tell you, hey, grab your sunglasses. It's gonna be a beautiful day. A lot of sunshine today. People be looking at something, yo, dumbass, riding hell out. Go blind. Hell, you something that looking at the sun for? Because they dictate your behavior. They tell you it's a good day. Something gonna happen for you. Then you gotta go to the almanac and tell you what's gonna happen. We already know what's gonna happen because we were taught to read these things. You waiting on them folks to write about. How the hell you gonna write a book that you got an almanac and folks still live? Nobody come and contradict their almanac. Come along with the book that man I gave us how to live, everybody want to contradict it. Everybody, you don't know something, let me get on here, I want to debate the almanac. They go, man, tell you by between 5:35 and 6:13 is the best time to fit your dumb ass out there in the water, watching your wife. The almanac told me here, now they pull you out there. I'm gonna for you to live by that almanac, go out there. If we were in tune to Elohim, which would put us in tune with nature, a lot of this stuff we would know already.
That's right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
What was the almanac? All Yahushua walked up there and told them, cast your net on the other side. Sometimes what you trying to pull in, trying to get is right there by you. You somewhat looking in the wrong direction. Because these people, they call them divide favors and stuff they set up, it make a fool out of us. Y'all don't look like y'all doing too well today. All right, we're going to try to move on then. They ain't going to do it. No, they don't. Let me tell you something. We ain't going to never be no nation until people get minded and look at what it takes to become a nation. You know, even though they defeated the old people, the Cherokees and the Navajo and all these different folks, the Sioux Nation, they call the Sioux people? Sioux Nation. You know what they call the Sioux Nation? They'll take your ass to court. Hello? The Sioux Nation. Take y'all some time, but this thing's serious though. That's who we're gonna be. We're gonna be the Sioux Nation. We suing their ass in our court. We're gonna take them to our court. All right? All right, we're gonna get ready to move on. Y'all look terrible. Y'all need to get you some help. Dwayne, you're not even a hemp smoker. You just be sitting there blowing hemp out the way. You disgust a hemp smoker. I hate to see a hemp smoker waste hemp. That stuff made to be enjoyed richly.
Kick him out.
Yeah. Thank you, Pastor Kashi. They got a picture of him leaning on the pew. They like, he leaning like preacher. I said, yeah. Kashi, I can lead these people. They'll be all right. All right, we're going to get ready and let them sign the Kato Sarah. So y'all know what to do. Isn't that right? Time for us to do our thing. Isn't that right? That's it. That's all right. All right. I appreciate it. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Let's see. I had a young man call me earlier. Well, call me. They call me several times. So if you call, leave me a message. I'm gonna get to it. Just believe I'm gonna get to it. Somewhere my mind had to be right too, because I'd be who. He wanted to know about joining the church. Well, people, they want to know about joining the church. You had to explain. A lot of it's out of the ignorance, so people listen, but they don't listen attentively enough. There's certain thing that sparks them, they hear, but they don't hear the conclusion of the whole matter, so they kind of left out. And when you think about it, it's only because we've been over it constantly that we start getting away from the verbiage or, using the terminology. But people don't use it in a derogatory way or don't see it being derogatory. So therefore, he didn't see it as being something offensive. And I wasn't saying it for that, but that's part of why we have to educate our people and give them and educate ourselves so we become better proponents for what it is we're trying to achieve. We hadn't successfully done it because we hadn't known all these people, ideologies and acronyms that they use and just how detrimental terminologies are. And therefore, we've been just constant victims. But people are interested, and he talked about how, dedicated his life to, got baptized in Jesus' name and dedicated his life to Christ. And I, explained shortly with him how detrimental things like that are. The practice behavior, what subscribed is correct. Being immersed in his Shem name, but just the name he's used and what he's attached himself trying to obtain the Holy Ghost. Talk about the Ruach HaKadosh. And these are all things we got to be taught. These are taught things. These aren't things you walk up on, you pick up on, you just got it. Just come to you. It doesn't happen. Because then it will come and it will contradict writings, the kitabs. So our goal is to try to get to a point where we completely understand what it is he set up for us. And then to make sure whether or not, he said, well, how do you know if you're saved? These are things that we'll look at and we'll consider, because that's our goal, is to make sure we're saved. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we've been delivered. And we'll attach that to, salvation that we knew was Yasharal, coming from Mizraim. I think, to me, that's one of the biggest viewpoints of looking at, deliverance, being saved. So that's the goal of what we're trying to look at. Make sure we understand. So these are things that we all need to look at and we need to try to understand, so we can make sure whether or not we're doing it. Just because we're going over some things, do we really understand it? So in hopes, that's something we'll look to know, because there are people that they want to come and people want to join and people got questions, and that's fine to a degree. I mean, I just like it kind of simple. I like it kind of real simple, but you can't stay that way forever. That's just kind of where I'm comfortable at, because I look at how much time you put in people and how much you gotta, it's a lot of time you invest in people. Just like it's a lot of time, it's a lot of emotions and dollars and other stuff you put into people. And if this ain't something you want, there's a lot of wasted time. But it's not wasted, it won't come back up against you later. You know what I'm saying? Everything you got, it won't benefit you, it'll come back and it'll be more of your detriment later. So it's important, like he told us, that we ought to get a more earnest heed to the things which we've heard, lest at any time slip or we wind up drifting off. Because there's going to be a recompense to these things. That's why when y'all here, you need to make sure you understand it. Make sure you comprehend it. Make sure you know that you know that you know. Got it? So we'll try to look at that. Let's see how this works. This is the book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. This is the Latin Vulgate. Listen to the book.
For whatever nikata before.
For whatever was written for our teaching.
That we through patience.
That we through endurance.
And the coon. Of the Ketubim might have your call.
Now you got to think about what will, can we see what endurance is? The definition, please. to what the definition to endurance is. I think we all got an idea, but I like to get an exact. It's the fact or power of enduring an unpleasant or difficult process or situation without giving way. That makes sense? Put a different look on it for me. Because in the book of Cup, he said we have a more enduring substance. He was talking about the fact or power of enduring an unpleasant or difficult process or situation without giving way. You know how people tell you give leeway to something? Then it opens up to other things, or other things kind of enter in. That's when he talked about us through patience, through endurance. It's important for us to know that. And what we said was the fact. Can I say it one more time, please? The fact or power of enduring an unpleasant or difficult process or situation without giving way. That makes sense? So now, the whole purpose of these writings was to keep us from giving up. So what had to happen, or what would you attach to that to keep us from giving up? It's the promise of the expectation. If I endure this, if I don't give up during this unpleasant situation, I can receive the Ruach HaKodesh. You know the book said you have need of patience? See that? Because now you're going to deal through some unpleasant things. Y'all know that? Through some difficult or unpleasant things, it's important for us not to give up or give way to. Some of us, when something becomes unpleasant, the first thing we do is we start lurking back to our old ways, our old path, our old mindset. So at this point, you're not enduring, you're giving way to. And eventually what you're giving way to is going to be fed, nourished, and it's going to subdue your endurance. It's going to overtake it. So now we start looking at how important it is that when we look at the kitab, the writings, the kitabeams, we're looking at the writings, plural, for the fact that we're trying to make sure we're staying with endurance. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm just making sure everybody on the same page. Let's see that that we through patience, endurance, and nakum
Of the Ketubim
might
have your call.
That's right. So we wait with an expectation. That's what keeps me from giving up. It's not that it doesn't cross the mind, it don't come to mind. It's the fact that I'm looking at what I'm looking to give up, though. We talked about, and you should have, even mathematics, they have a value system. They teach you columns. You draw, and you got your ones, your tens, your hundreds, and your thousands. Typically, you start them off in there. You know you got millions that move up, but typically you want to start them. So you start looking at where things are at. Got it? And you start off in your ones, then you move into your tens, then you move into your hundreds, then you start to move into your thousands. And that's how we have to start looking at things that we go through. Now, I got some things I'm going through. What's the value of it? Probably 10. But then I look at what's the value of salvation. I got in the 1,000 columns. Now, as a business person, would it be logical? Would it be business, moral, ethical to let go of thousands in order to obtain 10? It's not a good business sense. So if I let go because of what I'm going through now and give way to it, look at what I look to stand and lose.
Yeah. That's
Thousands.
Right. That's right.
Because what I'm doing right now is only valued in the 10 column. So now if we can start, putting different situations that we get into against where we put salvation. Of course, we know numbers go high, and really, it should be a higher number than thousands, a number that can't even be counted. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're just using it where it's something simple enough that people can sit back and consider and look at when you're going through things before you start to go to the end of quitting, what value have you put on it? See, if you don't put a value on things, then you don't even know how much it costs. Somebody walk up and give you $10 for your car, and your car worth $10 million. It's simply because you didn't know the value. It didn't seem like that much to you. But see, someone else's and other people's value was a lot higher on it. And because you don't know, it hurts you. Let's look at 9:23 right quick of the book of Oriel.
Yes, sir.
Who know why we're looking at this? Because it's right. Always, that's right. That's right now. That's what they call Luke. Y'all give me a little bit. If y'all need some coffee, y'all get it. What you got to do to stay up. At the end of the day, we got to make sure we're right.
Yes, sir.
That's the only thing that matters at the end of the day. If I can be saved.
Mm-hmm.
This is 9:23 of the book of Oriel. Listen to the book.
And he said to them all,
And he said to them all,
if any each will come after me,
let him do what?
deny himself,
And do what?
take up his two daily,
And
follow me.
that's tight. He just told that man to get up, and I just want you to go through, regardless of the fact of how unpleasant it is, and I don't want you to give away. You think that's pleasant for a person to put a cross on their back every day? That's an unpleasant situation. Because whoever is hanging on a ox is considered to be a curse.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Allah. You're a curse. So this man just told me to get up, and he said to everybody, if any ish, making it, because although he's speaking plural, he's bringing down singular. That means every individual has to decide for themselves that if he will come after me, which is to follow me, he has to first deny himself. How many of y'all just go pick up a cross and just throw it on your back for no reason? That's right, because you're going to be taking on suffering and affliction. How many of y'all in suffering and affliction right this instant, this time? So one maybe? So that means you're going to give up where you're at now in order to suffer. You're giving up the state you're in. How many of y'all not suffering right now? Not suffering. So what I want you to do right now, I want you to suffer. Now, the human mind and the human faction is this. Why? Why would I just start suffering and I'm not suffering? Why? Why would I just do this? Because if you think about this from the concept of being a person, why in the world, and he said to them all, if any each, he's making it singular. It's addressed to everybody, but this is a person individually making up their mind, consciously, will come after me. I like what you're saying. I like a lot of stuff you got going on. I like the whole program, what you're setting up. But okay, I need you to deny yourself. All right, and take up his cross daily. Let's look at something. Pick up, see if that's the book of Al-Aha Dabarim. They call Deuteronomy. Is that 21? See if that's 21 and 20. Al-Aha Dabarim. Mm, 21. What's it? 21, 21. Drop down. Bring it down. Put it about 23. 21, 23. Well, 22. Who said? You said that? Look, 21. 21, 21. I'm fine. Okay. All right. All right, listen.
And all the unashamed of his city shall bond him with a bond that he moved. So shalt thou put Raj away from among you, and all Yasharal shall hear and Yara.
What we know about this, just hearing that statement. What will y'all talk? Hear, O Yasharal. What you say? No. How you pick that up like that? You see how it makes sense? Think about this. We start at 21. And the unashamed of his city shall stone him with stone, which are bonds, and he shall moot. So they're not supposed to stone him and just walk off. They're supposed to do this till he die. And thou shalt remove the rosh one from yourselves, and the rest shall hear and yara, which means they're going to make them a wise goyim. Because an intelligent man
That's right.
will see one being punished,
Right.
and he will be instructed from it. Got it? So all these things make sense. You see that? He said when they hear it, when they know of this, then they're going to get a fear. It's going to alert their intelligence to realize what not to do. Let's go up home. Now we're going to look up. This right here, now we're going to look up and look at shit you don't do. So let's go up to verse 19. All right?
Yes, sir.
That right there is what we're learning. All right? We're going to go up and look at it. Y'all, this is going to go in our book now. Shit you don't do. Okay? Let's see 19. Hold on. Take it up to 18. Might be 17. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. This is about acknowledging the first. Okay. We'll start 18. Listen to this.
If a ish have a stubborn and rebellious being,
He said, here they said, if any man has a disobedient and a contentious son. Rebellion, go ahead.
which will not obey the voice of his Abba,
Who would not shaman, who shamans not to the voice of his Abba and
his aim,
his aim,
and that when they have chastised him,
and should have correct him,
will not shama
and
unto
he
them,
should not shaman to them,
then shall his Abba and his aim lay hold on him,
and
bring him out unto the Zakanim of his city,
yeah,
and unto the Dal of his Malkum.
listen what happened.
And they shall say unto the Zakanim of his city,
What they gonna say?
this our being is stubborn and rebellious.
Disobedient and contentious.
He will not shama our voice,
Hold on for a minute. Hold on, stop a minute. Where y'all at? Okay. Shama our voice. He is a.
glutton and a drunkard,
Here they put a reviler, which is one of the people. These are like revelers, are like hard party people. All right, and a drunkard. Listen what happened.
and all the Anashim of his city shall stone him with a bond that he moved.
What happened?
So shalt thou put Rosh away from among you, and all Yasharal shall shama and Yara.
This shit right here. So now, hypothetically, I'm your father, I'm trying to tell you something, and you ain't listening. Me and Ain't Smith, we trying to talk to you, trying to get you to do stuff, you won't do it. All you do is sit on your ass and eat and sit around and get drunk. Now we supposed to, well, you know, that's our kid, that's how we raised them. Some kids just like that. No, we're supposed to bring you out. We're supposed to bring you out so people will know about you. And all the men in the city supposed to look, and then you're gonna bring the Zakanim folks saying, no, this man, hey, I know I ain't do no shit like that. Never been no kid do no stuff like that. But how we do stuff, that just, you know, what happened in the family, just stay in the family, keep it in here. That's the same stuff that done hurt us all the years.
Yeah.
Because now here, hypothetically, you become detrimental. You know what I'm saying? And now we want to come back and want to look at something, how this come into play, right? Allah Shemut, they call Exodus, chapter 20. All Shemut. They call it Exodus 20. Well, it should start by verse 7, I think. 20 and 7. What's up? Okay. 7. This is the last one I think of his. No? 8. What's up? Okay. 10, 11. Let me see 11. Get down to the point. Where are we at now? Okay. 12. Appreciate it, 12. We talked about the 10. 10 divided by 2. 5. Okay. The first 5 he gave you was for him. The second 5 was how you deal with each other. That's why you can be told, most people too dumb to know. How you going to sum up 10 and 2? Because you're supposed to have Elohim with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, and all your strength. And guess what? He said the second one just like it. Mm-hmm. That's how you're supposed to do your neighbor. You're supposed to have the same care for your neighbor. The same stuff he told you to do and honor and respect him, come right back. He said you summed them all up in 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
The 10's still there, but you understood how they work first. You can't sum up something unless you know what it is already. You got to know the conclusion. You got to know where it started from, where it derived. You can't sum up nothing. I think in mathematics, the sum is really the end of, right, what it adds up to. Yeah. So you trying to come up with a sum. What are you adding up? And your ass done jump the sum. Mm-hmm. Even in mathematics, I pay attention. The top part is the products. Correct? Multiplication product. I just product. You teach, man, Kevin took you a minute, though. You answer the multiplication. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shit right there. That's what I'm talking about. And get to the sum, and then the product and multiplication. See that? That's where we at. That shit right there. 12. Look at this. Honor thy Abba and thy aim, that it may be well with who?
Thee.
And that thou mayest.
Okay.
On the what?
Tube.
It just said on the earth. No, on the tube. So now, guess what happened? Pay attention. Then I ain't even read there. Pay attention. 2 things he told you when this happened. They were supposed to bring you out and do what?
Stone you.
Till you win.
That move.
And what did he tell you what was going to happen by doing this?
Put Roche away.
He said you're supposed to get it away from them. Not only are you supposed to kill it, you're supposed to get it out of there. So don't just kill it and bury it there. Kill it and get it out of here. Because the demon unclean. Even when it came down to our Malakim, the ones that did 2 were buried with Dawood. The other ones sleeping. We're not putting you there. You're not going to be, they'll tell you when they moved, they buried them with the Abbas. Mm-hmm. But the ones that weren't, you're not going to be buried there. We're getting you out of here.
Right.
He told you that you're supposed to get it out of the bed. Get it out of there. Mm-hmm. Think about this. I tell you some shit that take some weeds, plug them up, get them, and bury them in the ground. What's going to happen?
Grow.
Get it out of here. When you pull weeds, you get them out of there. Because you don't want them to come back up. It don't make sense. We're farmers. Why am I going to kill something bad and plant it right back here? Where's it going? It's coming back up again. Get it out of here. Because this is the tube land. When he asked them before, when Yahushua talked about a man walking along and sowing what? Seed. And what they told him he sowed. Tube seed. Where you going to sow 2 seeds at?
Tube ground.
In a tube land. And they told her they want to know where did the weeds come from. Mm-hmm. Somebody that's against us put them here. So he was teaching them things that people would know that does farming, cultivation. How many of y'all pulled weeds before? And you put them back down right there? No, that's just you put them up and throw them on the ground. You got to get them out of there because they'll spring back up. Yep. So the purpose was to kill it and get it out of here. So these people understood. Listen, I'm walking him, mama, F you, mama. Damn you, mama. And then I'm waiting on the Lord to kill me. No, the Zakanim of this place are supposed to get together. That's right. I'm supposed to be brought out and they're supposed to kill me. That's right. We're executing his will. Where I'm from, we don't do stuff like that. You need to be from somewhere else then. See, these are the things you're looking. So when you jump into all our Hadabarim, they call Deuteronomy, and start looking at these people walking out and killing them, they're executing his will. Mm-hmm. Whose will? Is their will? No. I told you this when I gave you them all. Honor. Honor ain't bringing flowers and no damn lawnmower in May and June. Go and get your damn mama a blender and your ass using it. buy me a damn gift so you can use it? A vacuum cleaner. That's the respect. And you were supposed to learn that from how you supposed to do for Yahuwah. That's the respect you're supposed to give them. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
And he put in conjunction, and your aim, that it may be
Well with thee.
so things will go all right for you. That's what it said, be well. Not, I feel pretty good. No. So things gonna work out for you. So you don't notice you're gonna have a longer time because there's no reason for people to execute. There's no reason for me to kill you. There's no reason for me to take you down when you're doing what you're supposed to do. You'll notice when you put stuff out, man, that's all right. Them things grown and came up nice.
Yeah.
Man, that business deal I made, that worked out all right. Because you did what I told you to do, because you complied, things are going all right for you. Got it? And that thou mayest live on the
Too bad.
See, that's what they all looked at. That's what they knew. Them folk looked at, man, listen, where I come from, man, we had to carry water. We had to talk. That's like, I grew up in the city and I had to go stay in the country. I hate the country because it was so prehistoric. I want to hear you get somebody go get you good. You go in the refrigerator. You don't walk out no damn well and get no bucket and lift no old ass wooden top up and drop it down and down. Then the bucket, boom, hit the ground. Then the bucket gets a little water in it. Then the bucket start to stand up and it go down. Then you get the chain, you start and get them and you got to pour it in and then bring it in the house. You're like, this is a lot of work. That's how they felt when they was in Mizraim. They had to tote water. They did. He told them, he said, you was in Mizraim. It didn't make sense to them. They wasn't going. They're like, man, I could stay where I was. I ain't come on here to tote no water. I came here for stuff to be easy on me. They got and looked at me. He said, listen, when it come down to y'all doing y'all, when it come to plant, he said, man, I just sent it right down for Shamayim. He said, you got hills and back. Water just roll down. You got water running stream that's just flowing down to you. They said, man, this is nice, him. This all right. Man, I ain't got to carry no more water. He said, no, all this him. They drank the dew of Shamayim. All this stuff work out from you. This stuff study, just blossoming, growing, and you got so much less work. So look at, we modernized here. I don't want to leave from this and go back. You want to go? No, I don't want to go back there. No. Too much work. There was too much anguish for me. And guess what happened? He said, you can stay here as long as you want, as long as you do what I tell you. As long as you keep the attributes that I'm deeming for you to have, you can stay. And I'll keep time for it. That's just like that young lady. People don't want to hear it, though. That little young lady that wound up getting, murdered, and, she was murdered, even though she was going to kill another girl. Now, you got to ask yourself about stuff. When things happen to these kids and when stuff happens, what kind of behavior you have towards your parents?
Yep. Right.
See, a lot of times we look at when Yahuwah move, he takes something out, we call stuff senseless, unwarranted, and stupid, and don't. A lot of times it'd be better for us to just wait and shut our mouth. Because you don't know the conclusion of the whole matter. But I'm saying we know from the human side of things, but here's a man that sat down who knows what he's going to keep and what he's going to take out. And he knows why he's going to take it out. Y'all got it? But when you're just a spectator looking, you got a whole lot of assumptions.
That's right.
I just knew I wouldn't until you hear the whole thing. You said, yeah, that do make sense. That does make sense. The fact that he let one live on the car, who you saw her, like she knew, like she could see her, the thing back, it's coming. She knew, she just put her leg, because she like, this is all I can do. I'm finna die. And Mr. Hood said, no, this one. And guess what it made that other one around doing how to do? Fear. Because that could have easily been that when he shot, that bullet went through and killed both of them.
Yeah.
That could have easily been he missed her and shot you. So you know what she's going to deal with the rest of her life? If she got wisdom, in a sense, she'll think, at some point, that man could have took me out of here.
Yep, that's right.
Spared my life. Here was two, and he let somebody jump out and pay a judgment and say, I don't want that one dead. Kill that one. Just in time. Soon as he walk up, what a chance soon as he walk up, she on the ground. So, okay, she hit the ground. So if something going to have a fight. And soon as she jump up, he see a knife drew back. Who said, that one. That quick. That quick. He could have hesitated. Because I'm still trying to process what's going on. Versus, he said, no, act. And be justified. Not just act now, act and be justified. See, a lot of times we start going out, we start hating, and we start doing stuff. You better consider Yahuwah. Think about you walked up a whole bunch of men just throwing rock hitting a man. Man, what the hell y'all doing throwing that hitting that damn man? Y'all could kill that man. Because I just walked up. I don't know that. I didn't know that it was some ordinance already given for these people. And this son who's getting stoned, who looks like a victim, is actually a victimizer. He's transgressed. He's my all. He's gone against. And now Yahuwah is executing mashpat. The verdict is in. You die. And when you kill him, get him out of here. And when Yasharal hear it, when Yasharal see it, then they'll get intelligence.
Right.
And they'll know not to cross me.
That's right.
A man or woman will think twice before they go at their mother and their father.
That's right.
God used you to execute my will.
That's
You
right.
know, how you gonna say man gonna execute? God do it himself. Well, Elohim just told them that they can live alone, didn't he?
Yeah.
Elohim just told them they can stay in the land, didn't he? If you do this, then why Elohim didn't come down and do it? Because he got us to show, and so we try to, what we can't understand with slavery and a whole lot of things, and we don't think. Why we don't get, he got in one person or one group of people, when I say one person, the whole nation going being recognized as one man each. We should understand that he'll work through people to execute his will. How exactly was he going to take these people out of the land? You said another nation? First we learned he used us. Then why can't he use nobody else? See, that goes along with all of being taught of Elohim. See, it's easy to start criticizing things and hating things sometimes when you don't understand them. Y'all got it? And that's the purpose of us trying to come in and get a ra'ah so we can get an understanding. You all right? He said, I'm going to give you a ra'ah, which is going to, which you knew that was a shepherd. A shepherd is responsible for the eating the welfare, because that's part of your welfare. And what they're going to be distributing for you to devour and take down ain't meat, it's information.
Yes, sir.
And that information going to be knowledge, which is going to make you a wise nation.
Right.
How make you an intelligent people.
Right.
And you'll be able to make judgment calls.
Yes, sir.
So them parents, you know why the mother and the father had to bring them out down? Because I can't put nobody there except with two witnesses.
Right.
That's a death penalty case. Mm-hmm. Mama done got pissed because she like, you know what? He do so much for her, it just made me damn sick. I hate her ass. This her daughter. Shoot her out here. This my daughter, rebellious. She's stubborn and she's drunk and she won't hear me. Okay, let's start to kill him. Then the daddy come in, he like, what? What? Y'all ass crazy? No. Your wife had brought out here and said she wouldn't listen, and we went on ahead and we killed her. My wife is a known liar.
That's right.
She lie all the time. She hate the girl. Oh, shit. Well, Jesus have mercy on us. No. That don't work.
That's right.
So simply, your book told you already that you were not supposed to put a person to death at the mouth of one witness.
That's right.
Now, if me and the wife came out and done this, and we both liars, guess what happens?
It's on y'all.
Your hands clean.
That's right.
See, Yahuwah set up a way to listen. You still come out justified.
That's right.
Because these are the lies. You shouldn't have took no one person mouth with on no killing nobody.
That's right.
That's against your Torah. Now, you just made an offense yourself against the Torah. Right. And now while you've been executing Mashpat come back on you.
Yep.
And that's what hurt us.
That's right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Makes sense to y'all?
Yes, sir.
So when he started telling, think about that. Thou shalt not.
Yeah.
Who you think they were talking about? How you gonna explain them people just wound up killing that boy?
Somebody said neighbor. Neighbor.
Somebody said Nathan?
Neighbor, one another.
That's right. And guess what happened? What'll stop you from being my neighbor? When you go against.
Yep. That's right.
When you go against.
That's right.
Yeah, you ain't counted on. We still don't matter what you do. We still, that's what it don't matter what you do. We still brothers and sisters.
No.
Yeah, no, we not.
That's right.
See, our relationship with Yahuwah is only contingent upon us up, obeying, complying.
right.
That's right.
When Yahshua, they said, well, we were still his kids. You know what he said? We're estranged, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not together for that, man. Yeah, we ain't together. He never got on, that was his wife. People in here married that said, we're estranged. They said, what they doing? I don't know what they're doing. But you're like, how you don't know what your wife or what your husband doing? Because we're estranged from each other. Mm-hmm. Y'all got it? I don't have no dealing with them. They don't have no dealing with me. So I don't know what they're doing. But ain't that supposed to be your wife? That's supposed to be your husband? Yeah, but we're estranged. See, how many of y'all understand that in the natural?
Yeah.
Then y'all gonna understand how Yahshua was still his Ashah, yet he was estranged from him.
Right.
He said, because they wouldn't be estranged from their love. He said, I can't be with her. Because you get with her, she always laying, she lurking, looking at something, you walking with her, she sitting here looking. He's like, what you doing? Oh, nothing. Every time she sees somebody, he said, I can't be with nobody like that.
That's right.
I can't get another one, but I ain't got to be with you, though.
That's right.
That's how he said, I can't be, because you know you won't stop. Every time you get an image of someone or doing some other man, he said, I can't be with nobody. Every time Baal's so strong. Oh, Baal's so wonderful. He said, what are you doing? You know how I am. Why you calling these other nigga names?
Yep.
He said, no way, I can't be with you. I can't be with you. So your welfare ain't mine no more. You ain't my concern no more. Not until you get it up. He just had a longing for us the way he said, now, if you do turn from it, you know how we are. We one of them guys, yeah, you screw up me, I won't never forgive you. Yahuwah won't do that, though.
That's right. That's right.
He said, not me. He said, I'll take her back.
That's right.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
If Yahuwah would like us, that's why a lot of folks need to be, what the grace. I'm trying to, what you say? Kanan. I'm trying to grateful. Well, grateful, that's what I'm looking for. I don't know what grateful is, but grateful to the fact that he ain't like us. How many of y'all can hold some stuff you can't, and you won't forgive a person? You know? Thinking he was like us.
Yeah.
Thinking he was like us. And he did that to us. We be done. That's why, too, like that runner, he said, I'm too, that man ain't like me. If he was like us, we be doomed.
Yeah.
That's what make you so appreciative of him and to understand the word. Like when I used to read years ago, kind of read, it's just not reading, but just read something. And I said to myself, wow, to myself, like, how you kill your own people? You know what I'm saying? You ain't question, till you see that, like, it always confused me. The Lord came and wiped out all these people. You're thinking, he can kill his own people. Because I don't understand this, but I'm just moving. I still wanted to know him. I never read and say, I can't serve nobody. I never said that. But it was the fact it threw me. How did you kill all these people? Even Musa told him, you will kill all these people like you just killed one person? He said, man, Musa couldn't even understand it. He said, you know how these people are. Even when they came to Harun, he said, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just finished going up here pleading for these people, and you the one got these people doing it. He said, come on now. You know how these people be. They set to do this stuff. These folks kept nagging on me, pushing on me. Billers won, until I gave in to them. They came, they gave me the gold, they the one gave me the stuff. Why you thinking they ass so innocent? I couldn't have done it without their stuff. He said, you made their people to my own. And he told him, you made these people to my own. He said, and now you got these folks sitting here and they aura, they naked. He said, sit here and they naked now. These folks shamed them, came to show them out. When a person, when you're being buried, they close, it's, oh goodness, because they was embarrassed, they was shamed. He's gonna shame these people. Be like how Josh did his friend back then. That guy had his girlfriend and he told that man, I shamed you for this.
Yeah.
That was naughty. He said, I used to shame them dudes. So these are the things we start looking at. So when he told us, thou shalt not kill, they had to have an understanding. Because that don't make sense. It said, thou shalt not kill, didn't tell them to take stones and kill nobody.
Right.
So what were they understanding?
Somebody in compliance.
Can't kill without a reason. And it was to your neighbor.
Yep.
Your neighbor be somebody that would do too.
That's right.
Your rail would be somebody, because you look at that person as being a friend, a companion. Right? You know, sometimes people have neighbors, they be their friends. Not my neighbor. Well, two of them is. It's one that's not. So, you know, you start looking at, people do it, they'll become, they look, because we live right here, and get where you start looking out for the benefit. Neighbor say, hey, you, the other day you went here in a car. You know somebody in a blue car? They had came over here, they parked, because I'm looking out for you. And if I ain't there, you look out and let me know. You might see a package, you don't come over here, I hate it. Be like what they said, the mail, they had came, they left, and I ain't want nobody to come out and get out, picked up and just saved it for you. Because I look out for you, I want you to do the same. And that's how we'll do to each other and for each other. So they look at when a person will turn and go and do something contrary, you say, man, you might stutter, but I don't even have nothing to do with you. And that's how he looked at. So for him, he looked at, get him out of him. Just all together, just get him out of him. So these people understood how. He let them execute what was supposed to be done. Y'all got it? Now we'll go back over again. Let's finish up all our Hadabarim. They call Deuteronomy. Y'all all right?
Sir.
I want us to understand what it is we need to know and the functionality of the whole thing so we don't make the mistakes we keep making. And we make a lot of mistakes because we don't understand. It was that simple for them that they understood these are codes for living. The commandments, Shaul said he found it to be life.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Y'all know that's what he called it. He says life.
Yeah.
Y'all know how Adam was able to live in the garden?
Obeying.
The commandments. They were ordained for life. When he told him not to eat, not to touch certain things, and all that was ordained. That was Mashiach for him.
That's
Listen, this is going to keep you living. And you know what happened once he turned and he wound up being a glutton?
Move.
He died. He said, the day you do it.
Surely move.
And then he stayed there and he realized stuff wasn't working for him now. He just agreed to that. He got him out.
Got him out.
So you understand the premise now, or killing it and getting it out of the land.
That's right.
What was Adam at?
In God.
He was in a tube land. So once he transgressed, you notice he didn't let him stay there.
No, sir.
So what sense they gonna tell you when they mess up? Keep them there.
Nope. Get him out.
He wanted them out of there.
That's right.
Y'all see how the premise all makes sense? It wasn't, but that just seemed hard. That don't seem right. I don't know why he said that's what I did.
Yes, sir.
And you don't believe who that was? That was his son and his daughter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got them out of there.
That's right.
He said, because you was in a good place.
Yes, sir.
That's a good place here.
That's right.
Everything doing our part, and then you here doing this, surely you don't get the rest of it all. Yeah. Don't y'all know that people, other Goyim even knew that had the sense of, even when Vashti, when Artaxerxes called her to the banquet of wine, she wouldn't come. Now, the other Kohanim, Sharim rulers all came and told him that there needed to be a decree made. They said because when this deed is known throughout all his Malkut, his empire, they did say because his Malkut is, he said, it's great.
That's right.
He said, then all the Anashim, all the Nashim will not give honor to their husbands.
That's right.
So he said, let's write that Vashti should come no more.
That's right.
Y'all know they put that and then they let it be in the law of the Medes and the Pyra.
That's right.
In Iran, in what they call Iran Pyra, it's written that she couldn't come back.
That's right.
Let's see how that works. Pick it up right quick for me. Say that's 1 and 1. They call it, it's Hadassah. They call it a star. I like that, a star. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. You need to shut your show down. You need to be a star. They call her Esther, but her name is Esther Hadassah. What's that now? 1, say 1 and 13.
11.
What'd you say? 11? Okay. Matter of fact, it's at 19. Go ahead and make it about Let's see what 7 says. Yeah, dude. I said, no, hear that voice. That joker sure is fat. A star, Hadassah 1 and 7. Let's see what that says. Listen.
And they gave them drink in vessels of gold, the vessels being diverse one from another, and royal wine in abundance, according to the state of the Malak. And the drinking was according to the Torah.
That one, hold on for a minute. Which the Malak himself drank, and this banquet was not, it said was not according to appointed Torah. That's different, Chris. I know what that's saying. This is different. Y'all see that? It said a banquet. Banquet is actually a drinking party. You know, people they'll have basketball for have banquets.
Banquets, that's
They don't
right.
even know what they're doing.
Drinking
They use a
party.
terminology. It's actually called, that's a drinking party.
That's right.
That's why Cuff told you about they think it's strange you don't run to the same excess of ride. And he taught reveling, and he told you in banqueting.
That's right.
He told you to revel in the banqueting because you start looking at the disobedient men.
That's right.
Some of his behavior was contributed to what?
Revel.
The drinking and him being a glutton. But now he just said that this party he had was not according to the Torah. Now that is different than what they stated here. And they said, which the Malak himself drank. So now they just say he broke the law. If it's not according to the Torah and he's doing it himself, that means he broke his own laws. So really, if you think about it, don't make sense for him to write one about her. You're breaking your own laws anyway. Versus the statement that's made there is that drinking was according to the Torah. That's tight. That's tight. Now this needs to be investigated. And this banquet was not he the one called it. What you want to say, Boston?
That word right there is actually da'af, which means according to a decree, like a political decree.
Which word is talking about here?
When you say not according to the law.
Well, I wasn't thinking about that like our Torah. When I'm saying Torah, I wasn't talking about our Torah. I'm talking about him breaking his own laws. Based off of them saying was not according to, they're saying not according to according to one of their appointed Torahs, or they're saying not according to one of their regular feasts, is what they're trying to make the statement to say.
No decree, like a law, like a political law, versus like a religious. Because when you look at that word, they have for da'af, it's a royal edict or statute.
Eating. Take me up to verse 1, we'll come back down. What you finna look at? Go ahead, you'll look at the word first. Where are you? Edit or statute. Perhaps foreign. Declaration, commandment, commission, decree, law, manner. It's not according to the manner. Okay, let's go to verse 1. So, and it came to pass after these things in the Yamin Artaxerxes. This Artaxerxes ruled over 127 provinces from India. Other ones should tell us what they call Ethiopia, Cush. In those Yamin, when Malak Artaxerxes was on the throne in the city of Shusha, which was where? Iran. He's exactly right, in Iran. Y'all need to know that. In the third Shana of his reign, he made a muhad to his reah and the other goyim and to the nobles of this Para and the Medes and the Rosh of the satraps. I don't know what they use this for. What are they saying? And after this, after he had shewn to them the wealth of his Malkuth and the abundant caboodle of his wealth doing 180 yamin. When I say the yamin of the marriage muhad were completed, the malak made to the goyim who were present in the city 6 yamin in the court of the malku of the malak's beth, which was adored, which worshiped with hangings of fine linen and flax. What's that? Adorned. I'm sorry. What I said adored. Adorned. Adorned. I'm sorry. With hangings of fine linen and flax on cords of fine linen and purple fastened to the golden and silver studs on pillars of Pyrian marble and stone. There was, which is a bond. There was golden and silver couches on the pavement of the emerald stones and of pearls and of, where am I now? Marble. Am I here right? Well,
Yeah, Parian.
Marble and a bond. There were golden and silver couches on a pavement of emerald stones and of pearls and of Pyrian stones, and open worked, covering variously flowers, having roses worked round about, gold and silver cups, a small cup of carbuncle set out of the value of 30,000 talents, abundant sweet wine, which the malak himself drank. And this banquet was not according to the appointed da'ah. So it wouldn't be called illegal. It was something he said after. It was just something he appointed, and it just wasn't one of the appointments is what I had to take from that. Versus it saying, and the way it read to me when I looked at was that that what he did was wrong. But reading it and saying it, because he did it after the feast. So you know they have certain thing that's appointed for, and this was done after. So this is basically what be telling me, you're telling me agree or disagreement, that it's telling me now from the statement, what I'm taking from it is that it's saying this was not one that they had necessarily appointed. They have, like we got 3 appointments we sat. Mm-hmm. And we had things like, I tell you what happened. Under one of the malaks, they kept the passover. When it was over, they kept it another week. Mm-hmm. That's not appointed. That's not according to Torah.
Right.
It was not a record, because they did it, but it wasn't in the stature of the first one. The first one they kept was a statute. The one they kept after it after it was over. So I could see that correlation. Mm-hmm. Okay? Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I know it said Dabarin Hayamin. I can't remember what chapter. Is it the 7th? Is it Beth 17, the 17th chapter? I can't remember who was that that kept it. They call it Chronicles. When they kept the sacrament, I'm trying to remember the malak that was in rule. This is a young one.
Was it Josiah?
Was it Josiah? I don't think it was Josiah. No, I don't think it was Josiah. But was it? They'll look it up. They'll find out. Let's see. So I can just show it to them. This is something they kept on their own. So that will cover the statement to kind of show you in correlation how they kept one, but it wasn't according to their normal festive time they kept it. Mm-hmm. They told you, Cosmic Yahweh one did. That's who did it. What book? 30. Second. I Beth Dabari Hayamin, they call Chronicles, 30th chapter. Appreciate that. Hayamin. I'm gonna jump down about the 7th, 10th verse or somewhere. Let's just do 7. 20. Oh, further down, I thought. I think it's 17. 30 and 17. Appreciate that. Oh, that's how to bring Louis in. They had to purify him. I've had to take him out to 14. Just because of where it started at. All right, this is what they'll call Second Chronicles, Beth Dabari Hayamim, chapter 30, verse 14. Listen. And they arose and took away the altars that were in Jerusalem. If it reads differently what I'm saying, y'all, if it's something I need to catch or we need to catch, please bring that up to me, please. And all on which they burnt incense to false Elohims, they were torn down and cast into the brook Kedron. Then they killed Mut, the Pesach, on the 14th Yom of the Shani Yarik, second month. And the Kohanim and the Levim repented and purified themselves and brought whole burnt offerings into the Beth of Yahuwah. And they stood at their post, at their appointed place, according to their ordinance, according to the commandments which are of Mushah, the Ish of Elohim. And the Kohanim received the Dam from the hands of the Levim. For a great part of the Adar was not Kodash, and the Levim were ready to moot the Passover for everyone who could not Kodash himself to the Yahuwah, that could not separate themselves. For the greatest part of the arm of Ephraim and Manasseh and Issachar and Zebulun had not Kodash themselves, but ate the Pesach contrary to the Kitabim, the Katab. On this account also, it is supposed to be for, who's it supposed to be for? Ezekiel? Koskiyah is how they spell it. Goodness. Koskiyah Palau concerning them, saying, the two Yahuwah be recalmed with regard to every law that sincerely seeks the Yahuwah Elohim of their Abbas. And it is not purified, and is not purified according to the purification of the Mashkan. And the Yahuwah hearkened to Koskiyah and heal. That's why I try to tell them to do in him, but these folks don't do it. Y'all hear what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Those people took it and they weren't in position to take it.
Right.
But Koskiyah had Palau to Yahuwah,
Right.
saying that he would blot out, wouldn't hold that against them, and he would heal them. You know why important that is right there? He did that. What you gonna correlate that to? Who? Joseph? Intercessor. Hold on, what you got out in the hall? EU? What about in EU? Hummus I'm trying. What did he say? Who are that? Oh, Karen. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 23. Based on what y'all hear. But you know what? I gave y'all twice to take that cup. Mm-hmm. I don't know why these folks don't trust me. Let's see what happens. But see, what hurt us when we do stuff and we don't have the understanding. 11:23. That's how. That's what they did. For I have received of the Yahuwah that which also I delivered unto who?
You.
Let me ask y'all a question. What was the Levim supposed to give to the Kohanim? What'd you say? Dam. And the dam was for the purification. See, everybody had their post. That's why Yahuwah was on the wire. He was on post. They'll tell people in the military tell you about being on post and being on watch on post. That's what he was. He was on post. They just told you every man had his post according to the ordinance. Mm-hmm. They take it and give it to me, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna purify the people. I delivered unto you that the that the Adon Yahushua, the same Layla in which he was
Betrayed.
took Lakam and giving Hadu broke and said, take ye and eat. This is my, which shall be delivered for you. They said, which is delivered for you. He's telling you it's coming to pass. Don't make sense. It's already done. He had to give it to him before. This due for the remembrance of Zakan, which Zakar, remembrance of me. In like manner also the chalice, after he had supped, saying, this chalice is the New Testament in my dam. This do ye as oft as ye drink it for the zakah of me. For as often as ye shall eat this lakam and drink this chalice, you shall shew the moot and the moot of the Yahuwah until he comes. Therefore, whosoever shall eat this lakam or drink this chalice of Yahuwah
Unworthy.
that hadn't been purified
Right.
shall be
Guilty.
of the
Assault.
and of the
Dumb.
Yahuwah. But let a ish,
Prove.
they say examine, and so let him
Eat.
and drink of that.
Chalice.
For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh
Mosh pot.
to himself, not discerning the best, the basar of the Yahuwah, or of the done. Therefore are there many informed and
Weak.
among you, and many.
Sleep.
So what did Koski y'all do?
The lawful.
And what happened? The book said, and he heard it, and he hearkened to him, and he healed him.
Yep.
Because they didn't discern what they were doing. They knew they had to keep it. That's all they see. Unlike what we did. People say, well, that's okay, I'm going to take it. That's all right, I'm going to take it. They couldn't do that. I told y'all before, I don't know where people come with this stuff from. Why don't people then sit there and just say, well, I ain't in a position to take it? Ain't it in the Bible that say you ain't supposed to take it? Ain't it in the Bible where it say you ain't supposed to take it? Let's go back over and look. Y'all do know during that time, those people weren't in position.
Right.
Because y'all allowed for them.
That's right.
And those folks came in to try to pollute. And you know what they used to purify them? They used the dumb.
That's right.
So now we come in and we take advantage of purifying our nefesh and doing what?
Obeying the mind.
That's right. Through a harm unfeigned.
Yes, sir.
Not pretending.
Yes, sir.
Then it says, see there that you do what?
Come on.
Yes, sir.
No, that you harm one another fervently. Because you're supposed to know how you're supposed to treat your real.
Yes, sir.
So that go right
That's
back
right.
there. The folks come in and say,
Yeah.
harm. So he bring you back to where you need the other correction at. See, you'll harm one another fervently.
That's right.
That's how we put. That's why I tell y'all, we've done stuff. We operate. We'll say we are key and are cool. We'll say that, but then there's that breakage of we'll still have homage and we'll still have connection. These people out here is greater than what we have here.
Yeah, that's
when
right.
Yahushua sat down and now when he did all that to his family, he said, no, my aim, my akut, and my key are these.
That's right. Do the
Are
will of
these
my God.
which hear the debar
Do it.
and do it. That's Shama.
That's right.
He said, that's my key and my akut.
That's right.
We be the same one. Our family be the whole world of.
Yup.
Our family is the whole strength of everything we done. I got my natural family. I harm too, but they ain't getting no president over y'all.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
right.
not happening. That's just not
Yes,
happening.
sir.
That's y'all shit. I don't know where y'all get that stuff from. Let's see what happened. We'll back up a little bit, please. Whoever control Boston. I want to make sure we understand. And brother, I appreciate when you jump in. Jones, when y'all see yourself, preacher, y'all see. Cause my goal ain't to get nobody off. I ain't
Right.
trying to get nobody off. I'm trying to make sure everybody on. I want y'all to just see for yourself. Then they kill Moot, the Pesach, on the 14th yom of the second Yaret, and the Kohanim and the Luim repented. See that? Makes sense. You know what your Torah told you first had to happen? What, say it again? He done beat you to it by the time you fix your man. You gotta make sure you right first. They had to make sure they were right first. What I'm trying to get you repenting for, they ain't repenting.
Yeah.
That don't make no common sense. I can't help you tell me I gotta, well, I do mine later, y'all just get right. No, the first thing they had to do, they had to repent.
That's right.
They had to repent. These the leaders. Didn't he tell you who caused
That's
the people
right.
to err?
The leaders.
So guess what? You need to get right. That's how Aharon, he told him, first he need to get himself straight. Especially after that junk they pulled out at the heart of the heart, at the bottom of the heart. You need to make sure you're right. Then they moved the Passover on the 14th yom of the second, Shanishi Yaris. So, and the Kohanim and the Luim repented and purified themselves and brought whole burnt offerings into the beth of the Yahuwah. And they stood at their, why you over here? You supposed to be over there. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. That's the first thing, folks in the wrong spot. That's what he told. According to their, It's already been set up where you're supposed to be at. According to the Mushah, the Isha Elohim, and the Kohanim received the from the hands of the Luim. For he told you, what did Shaul told you? What he delivered? That type. They ain't that moon right now. He said, for I delivered unto you that which I also received of him. So now think of how you put this in parallel. The Kohanim received it from the Luim. That's how they got the dawn. Then he told you, for I have delivered unto you that which I also received. Yep. So you start seeing the premise of how things were set up. I'm standing my post. I wasn't the person that went and got it. It was given to me.
Right.
So like the Kohanim, the Luim were the one that was responsible to go in and get it and give it to the Kohanim so they can use it for the purifying of the people. So everybody had to stand in their post. Now Shaul telling you, I'm not the person that went and got it. I received it. Now I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just trying to get you to see a connection. Okay? And the Kohanim received the dam from the hands of the Luim, for a great part of the Adar was not
Kadash.
and the Luim were ready to
Moot.
the Passover, for everyone who could not Kadash himself to the Yahuwah, for the greatest part of the arm of Ephraim and Manasseh and Issachar and Zebulun had not Kadash themselves, but they passed the cup and said, no, I just hold on, 'cause I'm still working on some stuff, and I need to get myself together. Why do you remember don't trust me?
Right.
This was the second if y'all paid attention.
Yeah.
That's right.
They looked at, I can't let this one pass me. I screwed up the first one I read, so the man I set a second account in.
Yeah.
He said, a lot of these folks hadn't purified themselves. And they already ate. He didn't start choking hell out of people either. Spit it up. Now, damn it. Stick your hand down your throat. Run around here like you're crazy as shit, like a chicken cut your head off. No. I had to thought of a dry couple of them. What y'all looking at me for? Get yourselves together. Yeah, home. Yeah, we know you crazy.
That's right.
So listen. But I had to break some monotony with that. But at the same time, y'all see what happened? These people had this one prayed for they ate. You know them people ate it. They looked at, man, this is the last time I got to get this in.
Yep. That's right.
That's what the man gave us.
That's right.
That's what he gave them for purifying. The Kohanim received it. They took it this for purifying. So we take this lakam, we take it for purifying. And them people look at, I can't let this one pass me.
Let it pass.
He said a great number of these people, they got hit one or two people. He said, man, I got the masses sitting here. These people ain't gonna take it. They can't take it.
All right.
They done took it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened. Well, I left off, okay, had purified themselves, but ate the passover contrary to the, get tight. Don't forget now, y'all did forget why they couldn't take it, right? There was only two reasons you could take it.
On journey or move.
That's
Unclean
right.
by movement.
They had been unclean by dead bodies. They couldn't take it because they was on a long journey. But they looked at, man, I got to get this thing done.
Yes, sir.
You just can't be taking it because the last time.
That's right.
Right.
That's how I came along and showed you how to do that too then. Let's back up, let's see what happened over here. I guess we'll back up to what, 1? They didn't put me up there now, work to do now. And Koski Yah sent to all Yasharal and Yehuda and wrote letters to Ephraim and Manasseh that they should come into the, he had to tell you Ephraim, because Ephraim is who sat over Yasharal. Into the Beth of the Yahuwah to Jerusalem to keep the Passover, to the Yahuwah Elohim of Yasharal, for the Malach and the Sarim and all the Adar in Jerusalem designed to keep the Passover, Passover in the second Yared. For they could not keep it at when?
That
That
time.
time.
Because a sufficient number of the Kohanim had not purified, Kudash themselves, and the arm was not gathered to Jerusalem. So they couldn't keep it.
That's right.
They weren't in position to keep it. The leadership wasn't right. And the proposal pleased the Malak and the Adar, and they established a decree that a proclamation should go through all Yasharal from, this will be Beersheba,
Yes.
to Dan. What happened here? Judge, that's right. That they should come and keep the Pesach to the Yahuwah Elohim of Yasharal at Jerusalem, for the multitude had not, according to the Katab. And the post went with the letters from the Malak and the Sarim to all Yasharal and Yehuda according to the command of the Malak, saying, Benim of Yasharal, return to the Yahuwah Elohim of Abraham and Yasakak and Yasharal, would be your call, and bring back them that have escaped, even those that were left of the hands of the Malak of Assyria. And be not as your Abs and your Akim, who revolted from the Yahuwah Elohim of their Abs, and he gave them up to desolation, as you see. And now harden not your lobs, as your Abs did. Give kabul to the Yahuwah Elohim, and enter into his Magdash, which he has Kudash forever, and serve the Yahuwah, your Elohim, and he shall turn away his fierce anger from you. Now y'all can see why stuff working at you the way it is, because you ain't turned to serve him.
Right.
A lot of people come back, but you gotta serve him.
Yes, sir.
For when ye turn to the Yahuwah, your Akim and your Benin shall be pitied. He's gonna have mercy on you. Before all that have carried them captives. Before all that have carried them captives, and he will restore you to his land. For the Yahuwah Elohim is Rekam, and they put pitiful, and will not turn away his face, Pani, from you, if we return to him. So that's one thing we start looking at why we're in the condition here and why his face turned against us, because you haven't returned.
Right.
You can come, but you got to come out. Like it been spouses, people that separate, and then they'll come and get back together. But one of the people that come back don't change.
Right.
So where we going?
Oh, well.
Right back to separation.
Yeah.
How you think it's gonna work? Well, at least I'm back. No, that ain't the answer. You're back, and you gotta be functioning.
That's right.
He said, then I won't turn. See, people don't look at, if you really look at how your face get turned against you, let me show us hypothetical. Let me see something. Let me just show something. This hypothetical, I don't know if y'all can see him, is the land, okay? This designated area right here is the land. I'm just standing right there, that's the land. My face all the way down, okay? I want you to move over here. See that? Now, if he want me to turn my face back to him, what you got to do for me to turn my face back to you?
You have to return.
See that? And as long as you stay right there. But now if you do something that contradict what I told you to do, then I'm going to have to get you
Right back out.
out of land and out of my face. See, what you got to remember, he don't turn. He's relentless. He never turns.
Good stuff.
That's why he told you, return unto me, and
Yeah.
I'll return unto you.
Yeah.
If you come back here, then we'll be together.
That's right.
Yeah, you holler when you ain't with me because you not with me.
Right.
You left. Why ain't then you put me out? Because you went against.
Yep.
So in all these situations, it's things that we set to consider. Either you left or either you did something to where he put you away out of his sight.
Yeah.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
So his return himself. See, the Lord said he'll come back to me. No, I'm gonna stay here. You go right now. He said, I like that, y'all know. That TV time over with. but y'all kind of get to understand with the illustration.
Yes, sir.
About, cause look what he started telling them about. So the post, oh, sorry, okay, right here. And he will restore you to
It's bad.
this land, the place. And think about it now, restoring this land. What was the original statement he made to them? Who? I'm talking about based off this letter. Who remember what they came up and they agreed and consented to? It was sending a letter to tell all Yasharal, Yehuda, to return back there, and everybody had escaped to come there to keep it.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing, to come back there. That's why he's telling them, and if they came back and they did it, that he was going to restore them back to that land.
Right, right, right,
So this was putting responsibility on them,
right.
Yeah.
that you had to come back. And if you did that, I'll keep you here.
Right.
I'll let this be your place. You come back here and you'll be back before my face. Because you know what we learned when he wasn't watching us? All kind of stuff happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
All kind of stuff happened. But if I'm sitting here watching, he looking, I don't know how I can do it. Because you know what he told Yahshua to get him comfort? Because I don't sleep and I don't slumber.
Yeah.
Huh, what happened? He told you, I never turn. So I don't know how I can come to, he said, I don't know how I can take you out of his hands. He said, I don't know how they can do it. It's not possible. But see, once we get outside, and that's what he was trying to get, once you out of my sight, then I want you to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Any and everything happening from sickness to death to murders to rapes to kids, because you out of my sight. But if you're here, all of my tube, everything that I have of my tube treasure, I put it here. I let it fall right here on this place. So in order for you to get it, guess what you have to be?
In that place.
Which means you have to be obeying what I told you.
Yes, sir.
Because that's why I give it to you. He said the Abba good place to give you the Malkut.
That's right.
He said, I want to give it to you. If you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Oh,
That makes sense.
yes, sir.
Okay, we can come down. See that? They just showed you when they made the proposal, the pleas, by the door for everybody coming back down. All right? All right, where we left off at? Here, 10?
Yes, sir.
So the post went through from city to city in Mount Ephraim and Manasseh, and as far as Zebulun, and they as it were laughed them to scorn and mocked them. But the unashamed Asa, probably Asher, and some of Manasseh and Zebulun were ashamed and came to Jerusalem and Yehuda. And the hand of the Yahuwah was
Present.
to give them one law to come. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. Their shame came on. They looked at me. I didn't find nothing to be playing about that. We need to get right. But see, there are going to be people among you. That's what they're going to do. Even come to the last day, they were going to be markers.
Yeah.
And they were walking after their own lust, didn't they?
Yes, sir.
Saying he told you because he watched. These people look at everybody going to take when people don't. That's them. You don't never use these people to grade yourself by.
Yes, sir.
And the hand of Yahuwah was present to give them one law to come and to do according to the commands of the Malach and of the Sharim by the word, by the debar of Yahuwah. And a great multitude was gathered to Jerusalem to keep the muhar of lakam of masut bread, masut lakam, in the Shani Yared in the second month, a very great Adar, and they arose and took away the altar that were in Jerusalem, and all on which they burnt incense to false Elohims, they tore down and cast into the brook Kedron. Then they moved the Passover on the 14th yom of the Shani Yared, and the Kohanim and Luim repented and purified themselves, because you saw they had to look at it. And for the benefit of the people.
Right.
These people couldn't do it the first time because they weren't, because the leadership wasn't in position.
Right.
So when neither that, the leadership had to clean themselves up too.
Right.
Okay? And brought whole burnt offerings into the beth of the Yahuwah, and they stood at their posts according to their ordinance and according to the commandments of Mushah the Isha Elohim. And the Kohanim received the dam from the hands of the Luim. Great parts of the Adar was not Kudash, and the Luims were ready to moot the Passat for everyone who could not Kudash himself to the Yahuwah. Because you know what's dangerous? When you were first given, everybody was supposed to kill it themselves. Everyone was supposed to take it, and we were supposed to kill it.
That's right.
Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
But you saw that they couldn't do it.
That's right.
Why they couldn't do it?
They didn't Kadash themselves.
Huh?
They didn't Kadash
They
themselves.
weren't Kudash themselves, so they couldn't kill it. So you ain't gonna believe what happened. That's why we knew we couldn't have killed Yahushua. We couldn't have done it.
Yes, sir.
That's why we gave him over to the Kohanim, though. That's how we know they couldn't have done it either.
Right.
Because they weren't Kodash.
That's right.
That's right.
I don't know why people believe we killed that
weren't.
man. There's no way we could have did it.
It's tight.
They weren't Kodash.
Nope.
That's how we know. See, that's how important for you to pay attention when you read. When they try to say, yeah, we couldn't have killed him.
All right.
We weren't Kodash.
Nope.
Neither were the Kohanim.
That's right. Good stuff.
Pick me up right quick, 18th chapter of the book of Yehukanan. Let's see, 18 and about 19, I think it is. About the Yahoo 27:23. Where you at? Oh, you way out. Y'all in Ephesians somewhere? Hold on. 18, 19, that's fine. Let me see. I'll let y'all jump in a minute. Then the Rosh Kohan therefore asked Yahushua of his Methodist and of his doctrine. Yahushua answered him, I have spoken openly to the alarm. I have always taught in the synagogue and in the mashkan, whether all the Yahudim resort, and in secret I have spoken nothing. Why askest thou me? Ask them who have heard what I have spoken unto them. Behold, they know what I said. They know what things I have said. And when he had said these things, one of the Abadim standing by gave Yahushua a blow, saying, Answerest thou the high Kohan so? Yahushua answered him, If I have spoken Rosh, give testimony of the Rosh. But if well, why strikest thou me? And Annas sent him bound to Caiaphas, the high Kohan, and Shimon Koph was standing and warming himself. They said therefore to him, Art not thou also one of his Talmudim? He denied it and said, I am not. One of the Abadims of the HaKohan, a kinsman to him, whose ear cuff cut off, said to him, Did not I see thee in the gun with him? You know what he said he did? Did not I what? Because he ain't hear shit. Again, therefore Cuff denied. Right. I know Cuff looked say, you might say you heard that.
That's right.
And immediately the cock crew. Then they led Yahushua from Caiaphas to the governor's hall, and it was morning. And they went not into the hall that they might not be
defiled,
but that they might eat the. See how important folks realized that was? They didn't want to get themselves tangled in with it, especially with somebody dying, because they couldn't eat it. Pelotus, therefore, went out to them and said, What accusation bring you against this Ish? They answered and said to him, If he were not a malefactor, we would not have delivered him up to thee. Let's find out what they information for malefactor. It should be an evildoer. Let's see a malefactor. I wonder was he on that show with, I wonder was they supposed to be on that show with Simon Cowell. You know, the X Factor. Listen, I can't keep putting these funnels out here that y'all don't catch on. Hey, ho! See that? All right. A person who commits a crime or some other wrong. So that's when they call him a malefactor. That's what they were saying. The man committed a crime or something wrong. That's what they said. We want to brought the man to you if the man hadn't done that wrong.
Right.
Well, like we just messing around. All right, come on, man. I see that heart back there. Okay. Pelotus therefore said to them. Therefore said to them, take him you and Mashpat, and Shaphat him according to your
Torah.
The Yahudim therefore said to him, it is not
Torah.
for us to put any each to
Move.
that the debar of Yahushua might be fulfilled, which he said signifying what moot he should moot. Pelotus therefore went in the hall again and called Yahushua and said to him, thou art the Malak of the Yahudim. So you see how they gave him over? Because one thing look at, they definitely would have been purified.
All right.
Let's see right quick in the Matthew chapter 23. 23, 26, let me see. 27, 23. Matthew. Yehukana. Okay. What I put? 26, make it 25. I don't even see 20. Okay. All right, go ahead. Y'all can read.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye make clean the outside of the cup
And what happened?
and of the platter,
Well, what
but
happened?
within they are full of extortion and excess.
Ripen and uncleanness. What does he tell them?
Thou blind Pharisees, clean first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also.
What happened?
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites,
Why?
for ye are like unto whitened sepulchres,
Which
which
are the
indeed
cabal.
appear beautiful outward, but are within full of moot unashamed bones.
See what he just told you?
Yes,
What
sir.
were they full of?
Dead man.
So
That's
what
right.
they gonna mean?
Unclean. Can't take it.
I mean, you can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we know they couldn't take it.
That's
He had
right.
condemned them. They already knew what that meant. You can't take it. If you can't take it, you put the people in position they can't take it. And the people couldn't kill it.
That's right.
Because we had it in the hands of them. That's how we know we couldn't have killed them.
Yeah.
There's no way we couldn't have did. Because first of all, we weren't clean.
Mm-hmm.
And so with the Kohanim, that's what we found that happened over here. We learned in Beth Dabari Hayamin, they call Second Chronicle. The people couldn't take it the first time because they weren't clean.
That's right.
And the Kohanim didn't purify themselves.
That's right.
That's how we know they couldn't have killed him. Because in order for you to kill it, you need to be purified.
Right.
So how did we kill him?
Yeah.
We couldn't have.
Yeah.
At the 27th chapter in the 27, 23 of the book of Matthew. So y'all learn something? Yes, sir. So these people try to come back and try to tell you what we did. First of all, I don't even know our Torah.
That's right.
We let somebody else do it.
That's right.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 26, 23. Let's see what happened. Listen.
And the governor said, why, what evil, what roach hath he done?
Mm-hmm.
But they sogged out the more, saying, let him be crucified.
You see that? What happened?
When Pelotus saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took Maim and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the dam of this Sadak person.
What did he tell them to do?
See ye to
He
it.
told them you take care of it. Let's see what happened.
Then answered all the and said, his dam be on us and on our benin. Then released he Bar Abba unto them, and when he had scourged Yahushua, he delivered him to be crucified. Then the soldiers of the governor took Yahushua into the common hall, and gathered unto him the whole band of soldiers, and they stripped him and put on him a scarlet robe. And when they had plaited a crown of thorns, they put it upon his head. And it,
Signifying what to them? And what did they know about that? That's how they knew they were going to kill. That's what they told. That's what the Malachi told them. The one in the thickets. The one that's caught in the briars. Hello?
yes, sir.
That's the one they had to kill, the one that was in the thicket. Abraham was told that.
Yes, sir.
He told him to stay his hand. Don't kill that one. Get the one with the briars.
Yep.
So these people that sat back there with a watcher, they were looking and they were learning. That's the one that's got to die.
Right.
When he told Adam, he put him out the gun. You don't believe what he told him going to get him.
Thorns and thistles.
You don't know how long he going to get him. Till you go back to the dust.
Yeah.
That's the one that's going to die. The one that get caught in the briar, the one you're going to kill. Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's what he told them. Thorns and thistles. Said, that's what they're going to yield. Till you go back to the dust. He's like, that's what y'all. And that's where you're going back to.
Right.
Hello?
Yes, sir. That's right.
See, that's how we know Yahushua was more his bend than ours. He went to the grave, but he couldn't go back. He couldn't go back to that.
Yeah.
Right.
He couldn't see no correct. Body couldn't deter and
That's
modify.
right.
He had to go back to his album.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Everybody had to go back the way it came from.
That's
Right.
right. Yes, sir.
Why y'all think he went back? He kept telling you, he said, I got to send them out and yours.
That's right.
He couldn't stay down here.
That's right.
This where you stay. This where you got to go. This where you from. He tried to tell you, I'm from above.
Right.
You from beneath.
That's right.
He tried to tell you, but you can't go where I'm going.
Right.
So you got to go back.
That's right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just trying to help y'all see how this whole thing worked. Just like when he came on here, what was on the rocks when he came? Then he established it. He said everything. What was him first? The shop. What else? Ma'im. What did he cause Ma'im to do?
Separate.
Separate. That's right. It made a firmament. You ain't gonna believe where that rain go when it fall.
Where it come from?
And then,
You go back up.
so that everything returned right back as it was. It's got to come back. That's where it came from. Then he take it back up.
Yes, sir.
See, that's stuff for us. How you understand? If the man tell you about terms where you going, then where you from? Then you got to be able to look like that. Then he got to catch you up.
Yeah.
So he let you know. Everybody ain't gonna stay out here. That's how we know someone's gonna be. He said someone's gonna be caught up.
That's right. Yep.
Did he take all the Ma'im?
Nope.
He not taking all the arm either.
That's right. That's
Good
right.
teach.
And when he took it up, you didn't believe what it did.
Hey,
No, it came back down.
came back down.
That's how we saw the Malkut done, coming down, ordained. He saw it come down out of Shamayim.
Yeah.
See, when we get caught up to meet him in the Ma'im, coming to meet him in Shamayim, we coming back down with him. That's how we doing. We gonna meet him. What you think happened? It went to meet him in the Shamayim. Then it's coming back down with him when he come. That's what Yugonan say. He saw it coming down.
That's right.
That's
And when
right.
it came down, where it came back to?
All right.
Right here. I'm establishing it right here.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we gonna come back down with him.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm just trying to help y'all out. So I was just trying to show you how these things were not done by us. They were done for a reason. All these things you start reading, start making sense. They plaited a crown of thorns, and they put it on his head. So we start to understand again. And a reed in his right hand. And bowing the knee before him, they marked him, saying, Hail the Malak of the Yahudy, and spitting upon him, they took the
Read.
and struck his
Head.
That was the ball. That was the ball. That's right. You had to beat him with a rod. He didn't die from it. It delivered his nefesh.
That's right.
That's right.
Then he even told us that footings were bound well.
In the law,
Over who?
child.
Over a child. But he said that rod will drive it far from
That's
him.
right.
You know that man had contemplating nothing else? Thinking of nothing else? He said, use that rod and drive it from him.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? You know, your lob ain't your heart down here. Your lob is your mind.
Mind, that's right.
Man, you in your mind, you be thinking of all kind of stupid stuff to do. He said, that rod will drive it from him.
Drive it out, that's right.
You start to struggle and hit them with that rod, but that rod, they mean, yeah, they know. They be like, yeah, I'm thinking about something else right
That's
now.
right, that's right.
And you think I'm doing something stupid, they hit that rod, the hell I've been hit.
That's right.
I'm hurt, that's right. So
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
get that out your mind.
Real quick.
And before you tell old folks, I'll beat it out you.
That's right.
Isn't that right? That's right. I want to get out, and that's what we start learning. But see, you have to be minded and taught to understand what's the purpose. He can say, man, you know, it's too much, I'm done. So now you have to look at him endurance, because he's going through an unpleasant situation. And you know what I'm saying? And he can't afford to sit him and allow something to get him out of the path, get him out of the way. You know what? That's why I tell you to let this
Mind.
be, what was it supposed
In
to be?
you.
Which was,
Also in Mashiach Yahushua.
that's how we have to start thinking and operating like he did. Endurance, where we're willing to be able to suffer through unpleasant situations in order to obtain better. And that's what he had the mindset to do. All right? Let's see something else. Let's listen. And after they had marked him, they took off the cloak from him and put on him his own garments and led him away to crucify him. And going out, they found a man of Ceremonial named Shimon. Him they forced to take up his cross. And they came to the Malkum that is called Golgotha, which is the place of Calvary. And they gave him wine to drink mingled with
Oh,
and when he had tasted, he would not
drink.
And I could teach all that too, you just don't know it. And after that, I teach that, don't worry about it. And after they had crucified him, they divided his garments, casting
Lots.
that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Nabal, saying, they divided my garments among them, and upon my vesture they cast lots. And they sat and watched him. And they put over his head his cause written, Qatar. This is Yahushua, the Malak of the Yahudim. Then were crucified with him two thieves, one on the right hand and one on the left. And they that passed by blasphemed him, wagging their heads. And you remember we talked about how he was set up, how they had the one on the right hand and the one on the left hand. He told you about Mushah. He said, had you believed Mushah, you would have believed me. Among me, why?
He wrote them in.
When Mushah's arms got tired, what did they do?
They held them up. One on the right, one on the left.
They did what? They held it. Huh? That's right. Let me borrow y'all two for a second. I ain't nothing. Well, he didn't beat you. Come on. Come on, Pastor. Sorry, my real pastor. I'm tired. Y'all see that? That's how they was. No. Mushah was sitting down. They put a stone under him,
that's right.
which made him lower than them. That's how we knew that because they were supposed to be covering him.
Right, yep. Cherubims.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Almighty shall abide
Under shadow.
under the shadow. So with both of them Almighty, they would create a shadow.
Yeah.
They actually put a stone on a bar under the sit on.
Yeah.
They never said it wouldn't make sense. He'd be longer, he would represent the recom seat.
Yep.
So it wouldn't make sense. They had to be high him, they had to overshadow. They kept telling about the cherubim that
Cherubim,
overshadowed. You overshadow because you're over it. Okay? I appreciate it. I thought you were coming to get this. I said, what this nigga here know? Then you got Destiny in here, you don't never know what to get ready for.
Right.
I ain't know what organization they had set up. Nah. All right. And they sat down and watched him, and they put over his head his katab. This is Yahushua, the Malak of the Yahudim. What does it tell you right here? And they sat down to watch him.
No.
This is Asu? Okay, let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. And they were crucified with him two thieves, one on the right hand and one on the left. And they that
Passed by.
Passed by, blasphemed him, wagging their heads. Because it talked about, we read last night, was the 22nd chapter of the book of Marshall. It talked about a person come by and seeing a person being punished.
Severely punished.
That you were supposed to look, and you were supposed to be taught from it, learning. So these people sat down, they were looking. Because it's only a couple reasons why you put a man up on the tube. We didn't finish reading all our hadavarim. When a man will put him, that person was a cursed Elohim. That's another reason why they'll stop to watch. Because I'm looking at, and then I'm looking and I'm reading his accusation. This man been cursed Elohim because he done took on it. He's saying that he is the ruler over the Yahudy. You just can't put a man up on the tube. When a person blasphemes, when the person has been rebellious against their parent, well, you supposed to put him on the tube. No, you're supposed to stone. And see, all these things people watched. When they found a woman who had committed adultery, what were they supposed to do? They supposed to stone her with stone. How long?
Did she move?
Because I can pick up that throw and say, I'm through. No, you do this till they die. You hurl these stones to them till they die. So you learn to put them away. That one was caught in the act. That's why they brought them and let them know, we are witness to this. We're going to kill her. Now, what do you say? He said, well, if one of y'all hadn't committed guitar, let them be the first one to do it. Everybody looked and said, well, shit, I ain't get caught in adultery, but I done some stuff. I'm guilty of some other stuff. They more honest than a lot of us. He'd have done to him. That damn one been dead and you too.
Good.
Them people dropped their stones and walked off. They could have told them not to do it, because that's the Torah. That's what he told you. Y'all, when we were reading, folks to look, they paid attention. He went down to tell them right after the next one about them not committing adultery. So they already knew what already asked to do.
Right.
A person who was doing that, you're supposed to kill them. They were stealing, they steal a man away. You're supposed to kill them. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And they passed by, blaspheming him, wagging their heads and saying, they're supposed to be thou, they put vow. They're supposed to be thou. I don't know, saying, what they saying? What word they misspell right here? Thou that
Thou.
destroys, who?
They added that because that was up there too.
Yeah.
So they added that.
That the Mashkan of Elohim, and in 3, Shalashi Yamin, doth rebuild it. Save thy own self, if thou be the being of Elohim. Come down from the 2. In like manner also the Rosh Kohanim with the scribes and the Zakanim, marking, saying, he saved others, himself he cannot save. If he be the Malak of Yasharal, let him now come down from the 2, and we will among him. He trusts in Elohim, let him now deliver him, if he will have him. For he said, I am the Ben of Elohim. And the self same thing, the thieves also that were crucified with him, reproached him with. They say, cast the same in his teeth.
Right.
Make it sound like they'll hit the man in the mouth. Now, from the 6th hour, there was darkness, Kashak over the whole Beth until the 9th hour. And about the 9th hour, Yahushua cried with a loud voice, saying, Ali, Ali, lama sabachthani, that is to say, Elohim, Elohim, why hast thou forsaken me? And some that stood there and heard said, this ish call it all Yahu. And immediately one of them, running, took a sponge and filled it with vinegar and put it on a reed and gave him to drink. And the other said, let us see whether all Yahu will come to deliver him. And Yahushua, again crying, sobbed with a loud voice, yielded up and behold, the veil of the temple of Mashkan was rent in twain from the top even to the bottom, and the rocks quaked, and the rocks were rent, and the graves, Kabar was open, and many bodies, Basar of the Kodashim, that had slept arose, and coming out of the tombs after his resurrection, came into the Kudash city and appeared to many. See if that 62. 10. Let me see if it's 62 and 10. Yeshayahu. Let's see what I want. Yeshayahu. All right? Listen.
Go through the gall, prepare ye the darak of the arm, cast up the highway, gather out the aban, lift up a standard for the arm.
That's what he's talking. Go through the gates, the daw, and make a darak. Hold on for a minute, man. Make a darak for my arm, and cast the abans out of the way. Lift up a standard for the goyim. Y'all see that? That's how we're getting the people out. What the purpose of them going up here in this city in a minute? Hello? So the goyim can see it. That's going to be a light to the Gentiles. Hello? All you got to remember, light is, or is just to make clear. That's all really. Sometimes people say, well, it's so dark here. Cut the lights on. Why do they want the lights on? So they can see clearly. Because there's something that's hampering their vision. So that's why you said, can you cut the light on? Or can we put lights on him? Because in this area, it's not as clear. That's all it means, the light, is to make clear. So when the Gentiles would have seen it, the goyim, it have made clear to them. How do you think they understood for him to go through the gate and gather out the stones? What stones was he gathering? Hello? He was gathering the ones that had already moved, that kept his dog, kept his debar. That's what he told him. He wanted him to gather out their bonds. He was lifting up a standard for the people, or a banner. Hello? I don't know. We'll finish that all our dabarim and I'll let y'all go. Most High willing. Well, now I gotta finish it. Can I get 3 things out of the way right quick? I try to anyway. Finish up that Beth Dabari Hayamin 30. It calls 2nd Chronicles chapter 30. So we just see them keep the next one. What verse we left off at? 20? Okay. We read 20. And Yahuwah hearkened to Koskiyah and healed the arm. And the Benim of Yasharal, who were present in Jerusalem, kept the muhar of Masut Lakam, 7 Yamin, with great shusha, and they continued to Tahalim Sharim to the Yahuwah daily. And the Kohanim and the Luim played on instruments to the Yahuwah, and Koskiyah encouraged all Luim and those that had true understanding of Yahuwah, and they completely kept the muhar of Masut Lakam, 7 Yamin, offering shalom offering and confessing to the Yahuwah Elohim of their ox. And the Adar proposed together. Purpose proposed. When people propose, what they do?
Doing it with a
They
purpose.
purpose to be together. Mm-hmm. Propose for the purpose. So Chris will feel better.
It's bouncing.
Together. What you call him, a bastard?
It's bouncing.
Oh, about that, yeah. Now I wasn't gonna argue with Leon. Leon be wrong.
Oh shoot! He said bouncing.
Together. Plus, we did an experiment. I'm telling you something right quick. We did an experiment last night. So last night we were talking and we asked Chris, and he was feeling pretty good. And I said, let's do a little test. So let me ask you something. Why you feeling good and everything? I said, did your granddaddy knock out Joe Lewis? He said, yeah, he knocked him out. I said, shit doesn't work. Now I start a book of shit that don't work. This shit right here. That's 3 books we're going to have. With the do-nots and the deuces. Okay, and the Adar purposed together to keep other 7 Yamin, and they kept 7 Yamin with gladness. For Koskiyah set apart for Yehuda, even for the Adar, 1,000 calves and 7,000 sheep, and Sharim set apart for the arm. So, how many people forgot while we were looking at this? Anybody forgot? Let me see your hand. Don't be scared. All right, let's go back and let's show them why. The book of Hadassah, chapter 1. Chapter 1, I think it was about verse 6. This is a star. They call it Esther, a star. I'm going to say that. Okay, I'm saying that.
Eight, eight.
Back middle, verse 6, verse 7. What's that? 7. Okay. Gold and silver cups and a small cup of carbuncle set out of the value of 30,000 talents, abundant in sweet wine, which y'all see they tell you?
Mm-hmm.
They let you know the wine hadn't soured.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they hadn't soured. That's amazing they told you that.
Yep.
Which the Malak himself.
Right.
That's right. So now guess what happened? Now, when they had gave it to Yahushua, guess what he did? So you pick up stuff
Right.
already.
Mm-hmm.
They told you Malak himself drunk it.
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
Sweet.
Why would they let you know it was sweet? Why didn't they just tell you drunk wine? And when Yahushua took it, he was a Malak. The man I told he was a Malak. How am I drink that?
That's right.
You see how everything worked?
Mm-hmm.
To keep it, just amazing you read books that teach you. You start reading. You see that? Sweet, which the Malak himself drank, and this was not according to the appointed. Well, we just saw them have another one too, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Was that according to the third
No.
one? Was that according to the appointed one?
No, son.
That mean it was wrong. And look at what he did. He wound up purposing, he had 1,000 more rams, all lambs he set up. Now, was that according to the Torah? To the appointed time.
That's right.
But they set themselves to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He said everybody had understanding.
Right.
So I just want to show and prove out how we walk through it. I appreciate you. See how what that guy you had to call to bring him, we get this straight out. I told him everything I need right here. So you see, we had to go through all that, but it shows you how they kept something that you can say now it was not the appointed window. But it didn't mean they committed qatar. Now, when I read it from that's why I say let me go back up and look at it. Because you read it from here and they just tell you that, look here, which the Malak himself drank, and this baker was not according to the appointed Torah. She said, man, that man did wrong. He ain't keeping laws himself. So going back up gave us a better understanding. It's, okay, let's reference this over. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just make sure. And but so the Malak would have it. See, that's where he kept it. And he charged the steward, which would be Abdi, to perform his will and that of the company, which would be also Aston, Boston. They call it Aston.
Mm-hmm.
I like Austin. What is that? Aston. Aston the Malka made a banquet for the women in the palace where the Malak Artaxerxes dwelt. Does that one say she did it in his place where she dwelt?
Made a move on for the Nashim in the royal bed, which belonged to Malak.
Okay, same, yeah. Now on the 7th Yom, the Malak being married, told Ammon and Bazan and Thara and Baraza and Zathalah and Balthazar, I guess, and Derek, Jerry, and 7 chambers. Aberdeen of the Malak Artaxerxes to bring in the Malka to him to enthrone her and crown her with the datum and to show her to the Shireen and her beauty to the Guim, for she was, that's how we learn what Yahuwah was doing with us. The Malka Aston hearkened not to him to come with the chamberlain. So the Malak was grieved and angered, and he said to his Reah, thus has Austin spoken, pronounced, therefore upon this case law and judgment. So Arcus, Sasatheus and Melissa and Shareems of the Persian Pyra and Medes who were near to the Malak, who sat rush in rank by the Malak, drew near to him. So he said, pay attention to this, who were near the Malak, who sat rush. So they was at their post. Everybody was at their post, so everybody had somewhere you sat. Even Yahushua tried to tell y'all that when you bidding to go somewhere, what he try to tell you?
Low seat.
That's right, and let somebody do what?
Bring you up.
Bring you up. Let somebody, because you see what they told you now. Pay attention now. The Persian and Medes who were near to the Malak, who sat
Right.
where?
In rank.
Bottom of. So you sit in the wrong spot, he'll come tell you, get your ass up.
That's right. That's right.
So when Yahushua told you that, we should learn it from the child. Something trying to make sense. You hit a low seat, high seat. He was taking for a reason. They had low seat, high seats.
Right.
So when you walk into a place, he said, wait, take the lower seat.
Right.
Then they'll come, ho, get out the way. I need
Yeah.
him up here. Get out the way. He need to say. See, now he said, now you're going to be embarrassed.
That's
You're
right.
going to set someone you shouldn't have been setting.
Yeah.
Okay? And reported to him according to the Torah how it was proper to do to Malka Aston, because she had not done the thing. So they let him know that it was proper to do it. Hold on. Because she had not, commanded of the Malak by the chamberlains. And Mucius,
Micaiahs?
who, Micaiahs?
But it's mimicking in here.
Mimicking it out, yeah, Micaiah. We'll go with that. Said to the Malak and to the Shireen, Malka Aston has not wronged the Malak only, but also all the Malak's Shars and Shireen. For he has told them the Dabrims of Malka and how she disobeyed the Malak. So then, said he, she refused to obey Malak Artaxerxes. So this Yom shall the other Nashim of the Rosh of the Persians and the Medes, having heard what she to the Malak, they're in the same way to dishonor their husbands. I think it's gonna be Ish. If then it seemed to the Malak, let him make a royal decree and let it be katab according to the Torah of the Medes and the Pyra, and let them not alter it, and let not the Malka come in to him anymore, and let the Malak give her royalty to a woman, a Shah, better than she, and let the Torah of the Malak, which he shall have made, be widely proclaimed in his Malkut, and so shall all the Nashim give honor to their husbands from the
Poor.
even to the
Rich.
because they were going to see what happened to her. So what were they going to do to the people?
Give them Yara.
Going to make them intelligent. So the intelligent people going to pick it up and say, I don't want to do that. Not the way she got cut down, how she got put out. So guess what else you just learned? How he was going to take the Malkut from you and give it to another one. He said, they were going to bring forth Pari.
Yeah.
He told them that. He said, you were going to be in my spot. He said, and the Malkut was going to be taken from you. And he said, it was going to be given to another Goin. And you didn't never understand how it was going to work because of her. Because Yahuwah said, I called, but you didn't answer.
That's right. She refused to come. Yep.
That's what he told him. He said, I called, but you didn't answer. So he was going to strip Yahshua, and we tried to figure how was Gentile going to come and take our spot. Well, the woman he replaced her with was not of their own. She was from us.
That's right.
So I don't know how we can't see Gentiles inheriting our end. She would have been considered what we call a Gentile.
Right.
Hadassah was not of the Persian enemy.
Right.
She was from us. She was Yahudim. And she wound up inheriting the Malkut.
Good teacher.
So when you hear statements he made, it's not hard or complex if you understand and you understand the writing, the reading. That's why he said it was confirmation for us. That whatever was written aforetime, that we through endurance, which meant doing what? Do what now? Suffer through unpleasant situations. And look what it yielded us. So that we suffered during the time of backing up, but look how it yielded us. When we got there, it was a lot of stuff had to go through, and then let stuff sway us or move us. Why you think none made sense when Shaul came and said, I marvel?
So soon removed.
See that? So what have unto the economy, from the economy shall unto another one? which is,
I don't know.
but there'll be some, you see that? They done persuaded you out. You done gave way to something else, other conversation, and would pervert, which means now you done left the proper course. See, that's why it all makes sense. When I'm looking at you, it amazes me. I can't believe you did it until it's not another one. It made no sense to say I'm for a persuasion or somebody try to persuade me when I don't even believe it's another one. You killing time. Somebody tell me they're hard-bone Christian. I ain't wasting no time trying to persuade them, stay. And like the book said, he that is unjust, let him stay unjust. He said, he that filthy, let him stay filthy still.
That's right.
He said, behold, I come quickly, my reward with me. I'm going to give it to every unachievement according to the work done been. Some people, I don't even waste my time with nobody. I'm die hard. Jesus live, I'm die Jesus. Well, I'm good with me. Stay filthy still. That man got to come back here. And he got Sheol for somebody. And I don't want that man to come back here in vain with Sheol and everybody unturned.
Right.
Somebody got to get it. So now, does this make sense? How it can be taken? Now, you know what he looked at? Because I'm going to tell you what's dangerous, you don't pay attention. You know he kept saying that his name was blasphemed among the Gentiles. So what was he trying to tell us? Because their whole concern, they were looking at, this thing going to get out. And when other one hear it, that's it, he did. He said, for the Shem of Elohim is being blasphemed among the Goyim because of you. Now this man, they looked at, now his people with him, you tell me these people smarter than Elohim? You tell me the people that make consent with him, these aren't smarter than these people? And these people realize, listen, and the people that the man called in, he brought in people that were strictlers about the Torah. He said, I need people in here who understand law case and codes and conducts to see what we can do to her. So Yahudy already done put his laws, he done put it together. Why y'all think he told you to ask now the Kohanim concerning, what was it?
Torah.
Why did he go and consult those people?
They knew it.
Because they knew the Torah. They knew the Torah to let him know. All we got to do is you just write a proclamation, you proclaim it. That she can't come back no more. And that her estate given the son. How you think the other people got Jerusalem? John done told you and got our blank kicked up out the land. It was because of we came on what we did. The man said, I called you, but you didn't answer. And when your deed get out, you ain't gonna believe it. Elohim Empire is great. He said, then you'll mess around and everybody will be doing it. So I got to put this stuff away from me. Let's finish up. What else I had you hold? Let me get to it so I can get out of here. What I had you hold on? Allah Hadabarim. (21, 20, where we at, 22, 23? I try to get y'all finished up. I just wanted to get that off the table because some of y'all had forgotten about it. Oh, y'all learned anything, though?
Yes, sir.
I hope so. We can't afford to be dumbfounded. We've been dumb a long time. We can't afford that no more. We got to be intelligent when we're smoking that hemp. Hemp not for dummies.
It's not.
Can't do what now? Somebody talking that sweet wine.
Yes, sir.
That's why I gotta make that wine. Look at Job, but he's talking about it's about to come out. It's about to come out. You know when y'all Asian get drunk, y'all get a mess. Them Japs get drunk, it's over with.
It's sake.
21, 22 of the book of Allah Hadabarim, they call Deuteronomy. All right, listen.
And if a ish have committed a kata worthy of moot, and he be put to moot, and thou hang him on a knot.
Stop. We missed something. What y'all said? We was at 22. Y'all took it out. Let me just read this one. And if there be sin, kata, in anyone, and the mashpat or the shafet or the mashpat or moot be upon him. What did you say? And he be put to moot?
Yes,
and
sir.
What happened?
And he be put to moot, and thou hang him on an ox. His basar shall not remain all Layla upon the ox.
Why?
But thou shalt in any wise bury him that hewn.
In that hewn. Tell them why.
For he that is hanged is accursed of Elohim, that thy death be not defiled, which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee for an inheritance.
See that? He was concerned about defiling the land. So that person already been accursed. Let me ask y'all a question. When people took the arts, I'm going to get ready to wrap y'all up. In the book of Samuel, the 4th chapter, you're going to get it. When Yasharal had gone up and took the Ark of the top, with the topper, the Ark of the Covenant, of Berith. When they came back to fight, the Philistines beat them. And they took the Ark. We wound up having to leave it. Everybody that took that Ark, and every Goim that took that Ark, they wound up making their people sick. Their animals were dying. The people started getting boils on their skin till they got rid of it. So you know how they deemed it? It was a curse. It was a curse to everybody that got it. So you know what people were doing? They were tricking other people to take it and just giving it to them, make them think they just, you know what I'm saying? I want to see good things happen for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want all that good to just be me. Here you go. And everybody got it, realized they had to get rid of it till they finally just put it and realized they wanted to send it back, but they couldn't send it back without an offering. Yahuwah, now they knew though. The old people had no sin, no say. If we're going to send it, we can't send it. You know what Yahuwah told us when he came for us to appear?
Don't fear empty.
Y'all do it anyway. You don't go, but none of them go to the grocery store broke. Nobody go to the grocery store broke. They go there with anticipation to buy. They know, you got to have something to buy, and you got to buy something. Already you don't buy something because there's something that's not pleasant in the store. It ain't because you don't have the money in the grocery store. So when you come to appear before him, he said, none supposed to appear before me empty. Because I put you in a productive situation where you always producing. You should always have. So there's no reason for you to come and insult me. But when those people had taken that towel, they knew there was no way to just say, I'm just going to give it back. He said, no. They said, if we're going to send it back, we got to send something with it. So we come and we look at doing things. I started talking about making shalom offering. We try to make peace with them. In the book, we try to make peace with them. Because if you're going to reconcile, you can't reconcile with confusion. You come in trying to show shalom. I want to try to work this thing out. I want to try to fix it. And I brought something. Sometimes a man white head out, he want to come and talk. He might bring us something. So they just break the height, and she said, okay, he brought a gift. All right, what you want to talk about? The gift done kind of broke the anger I had towards you while I'll consider, I'll listen. Now, when old people came, they were confessing. That's what you do. I'm coming. Listen, I didn't make the best decision. I could have done a lot better than what I did. It was wrong. But I'm here now to tell you I'm wrong, and I want to try to fix it and show you I'm going to do right. I just brought this for you because you deserve it of it. That's all Yahuwah wants to do. Come, he said, when you come, only admit you were wrong. Mm-hmm. Only admit that you've gone wrong. Only admit that my actions were because of yours. I was reactive toward how you conducted yourself toward me. Tell them why. They see me and say, people have this view of me that I'm this man that just walk around just kill his own people. He destroyed family. Went into my family was trying to kill me. That's the kind of thing you got to look at. That's why it was important to bring something to try to show this because I'm sorry. I want to restore something. When Daud had messed up and numbered the arm, you know what he wanted to do? He said, what? Let it come out of his account. You right. He went down and he was supposed to make an offering at the threshing floor of Onan. And when he went to do it, Onan saw the Malak came. He told him, listen. He said, listen, you just take whatever I got. He said, I will not offer nothing to Yahuwah that ain't cost me nothing. He said, I will not do it. People will do that. I don't mind paying. Daud said, no. If I done transgressed my all against him, he said, it need to cost me something.
That's right.
He was looking at you, the Malak. Take whatever you want I got to offer to Yahuwah. He said, I can't do it. He said, I cannot offer him something that ain't cost me nothing. That's what he's looking for us to do. He looked at I'm a debtor at this point. I owe the man for my wrongdoing. Y'all will come in and just sit flop and act like it's no account. You don't owe nothing. Everything's just a given. Just come as you are and sit and do nothing. You owe this man. You screwed up. People before knew that. When Zacchaeus, Dwayne's uncle, who was a little stature. When he slid down from that bush, they call it a tree. When you that short, this a tree. But anyway, when Zacchaeus came down, when he came down and Yahuwah called him down, the first thing he started looking at was making retribution. He said, I want to try to make, he said, if I took anything wrong, he said, I ain't going to give it back. I give it back fourfold. So he realized it needed to cost me something. And it cost me some, I'm less likely to go back and repeat it again. See, the reason why a lot of us will go out here and keep fornicating, keep lying, keep cheating, and keep doing stuff you ain't got no business, whatever it is, adultery and lusting and jacking off and meat beating, all this stuff you're doing, it's because it ain't costing you nothing.
That's right.
A little lotion, a little grease. You start getting a charge for these things, you start realizing what it costs you. Like those people had to look at, one thing was supposed to make it hard for them was what you had to go do. I want one of y'all to go ahead and go find a pigeon of the first year. And then I want you to, man, you get somebody that you like. You just going to kill me. So I ain't gonna be able to find this stuff. I don't even know where this stuff at.
That's right. That's right.
That's it. Them fighters look at me, you gotta go, hey, how you find out how old this thing is? Pigeon, how old you? 9 months, okay? 3 more months, you dead. The stuff he gave, you had an age time on this stuff. Go find me a he-goat at 3 years old. That means you gotta know how to look at an animal and distinguish the age of it. Because moment you can pull it from the teeth. Some people can tell they can rub down the leg. It's certain stuff you look over and you're familiar with, you examine to know about the age of it. That's what a horse should do. You look at the teeth. Oh, that's a good one here. You pull the lips up, you look at the teeth. The teeth, horse teeth wear over time. You watch your back to just see if he's been ridden too much. That big old damn dip in his back, rode the shit out of this horse. I'm tired. I grew up in the country. They had horses, so you learn certain stuff about horses you watch for. You look for certain distinguishing things about them. You'll rub down their leg, you'll get it. The horse do like that right there, you're like, this damn horse hurt. That's why you start rubbing down his leg. You go on his leg, get the horse do like that right there, he got a sensitive spot. You start looking at his hooves, because you want to see if they've been shoeing that horse. You see the edge of it all busted up and broken up, because they ain't been shoeing him. They say, yeah, we just let him pretty much let the horse ride around here. We don't really do nothing young. We ain't had about a year or so. Damn horse 754 years old. You start to see the gray around the house, just like with dogs. You look at their time, they do their time about 7 years. You start looking at that dog. You look at the teeth of it. You start watching it getting white around the mouth. That dog older than what you're telling me. It's just certain stuff you start checking for when you're familiar with animals. So all the stuff he said they had, that's what we Yahushua. That was so mindful too at the same time. They get a distinction on by his age. You know how I know that? Who wanna know how I know that? What you finna say? He said, because. How do they know? How do they have a guesstimation on his time? What did they tell him? Say what, boss? Hold on 1 second. Huh? So how you gonna know that? Unless you can look at somebody, you can tell their age. That man told him that Abraham, he said, Abraham saw my Yamin, saying he was glad. What you say? You ain't even 50 years old. And you see Abraham. They had an idea for him. They could gauge his age. They could look and tell. Boy, you ain't even 50. Tell me no damn Abraham. They was able to gauge. Just like they could tell by animal, you can look and kind of gauge a certain age period of where you need to be at. Just like when it come down to this teaching, I can gauge where you at and I know where you need to be at. A lot of them don't like it, but it's right.
Yes, sir.
See, this is just a little something we were reading, just looking at, but it's important for us to understand when we go back and we read stuff in what they call the New Testament, where a lot of these premises come from. Just like you just learned again today, learn something else. Why he didn't drink the wine. He didn't drink the wine because he couldn't drink the wine. That wasn't the only reason. Yahuwah put him inside of a situation where it didn't make sense for him to do it. That's right. Especially, you're a malak. Why would you be drinking some sour wine? It need to be sweet. That's right. Why didn't they have a Roman? Woo! I don't know what this is exactly. It's sweet. He'll drink that thing up. See how he made it? Everything fit. Everything fit. Sometimes you don't know why Yahuwah put you in a certain situation because you ain't strong enough. You'd have gave that man some sweet wine. He's still a man, too. He like, you got some more? In there, right? He'd have broke do like Shamshun. He'd be calling Nazarene. Might be some more of that stuff. But you see how he put things in. So he had to endure all this unpleasant stuff. And guess what he had to do? He had to deny himself. You're a malak. You're supposed to have sweet wine. But he looked at, I got to deny myself that. Because I done took off my tooth. I'm trying to follow him. Y'all got it? Then he asked you, we didn't finish reading the 9th chapter. He asked you, what was a man's advantage if he gained? Is gain loss?
Increase.
He gained the whole alarm. So now we're gonna do who? You said analysis? Value system. So where is the world and where's your nefesh? What column we gonna use? Nefesh what? 1,000. Where we gonna put world? So that's the only people gonna make sense to talk to. And you got somebody got world over here 1,000, nefesh over here in the 1s and 10s. Shit, I want the world. You see that value? Who you talking to? Mm-hmm. Somebody who values their nefesh more than they do the world. So a lot of y'all here, you value this world. How these folks look at you, what you wear, how you look at these people, what these people think about you. So your value system is off. That's why it's hard for y'all to stay consistent with what you're doing and stay focused, because you don't have nefesh in the higher calling. The column that's the most value should be where your nefesh is, which should be attached with salvation, which should be the higher. And the world should be the lower value. That's why I said, if you gain the whole world profit and all this substance, and then you lost your soul, what is your superiority of position? That's right. I'm down here burning show, but I got the world. This is bad math. Y'all see why it makes sense? But if you tell that to somebody who don't understand value system, they don't get it. I don't want the whole world. Not literally, but he put it there because at that point you're over-exaggerating. Some of them don't want nothing but, man, if I had a nice car, well, 3 nice cars, a real nice house, a lot of clothes, a bunch of different shoes, I'll be satisfied. That's what you want. So he said, now, how about if that's all you want? Now, I'm using it from that's all you want, and you work toward that, and you have it in a bad value system. And now he's saying, well, what if you got the whole world? What would be your advantage if you lost your nefesh? That's all it is, just over-exaggerated. What person can gain the whole world? I'm just over-exaggerating. Because you know the average person going to try to slick and say, I don't want the whole world, though. See, he's talking to somebody want the whole world. No, I'm talking to a person that can't deny themselves. So what if you got even more than what your expectations are? I mean, I grew up, you know we say all the time, $1 million.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
$1 million ain't there. You start where you make money, you'll realize $1 million goes so fast if you doing something.
That's right.
You back then, man, all you need to know was $1 million. Now I was like, $1 million. Nobody know about no 100
That's
million.
right.
Nobody even talk about no 100, no 200. $1 million.
That was it.
Man, you are filthy rich.
Mm-hmm.
So now you look at even today, people you consider rich, you got to be a billionaire.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're a millionaire, people don't even call you rich no more. You ain't considered wealthy. All the see because when people start setting these nominee creeds, people people don't superpass that, supersede it. Jeff Bezos, trillionaire.
Yeah.
The man got more money than most countries. But what profit is going to be when he going to lose in the nefesh? What's his advantage? So that's how we start looking at things. That's what he's trying to tell you. When you trying to trip and go do all this and do a lot of this stuff, these are things that take a precedence to do these things. Which meaning it's the stuff I got to not do. It's a place I'm not going to be able to go. and some stuff I'm not gonna be able to pay for because I gotta do this, which means you're neglecting something else. It could be bills. Like sometimes, you know what, I'm just gonna put these bills off because this is something I wanna do. So you're sufficing itself. Y'all got it? And a lot of times people that do them that come down to Elohim word, they'll suffice themselves, but they won't satisfy the nefesh or suffice the nefesh with making sure it's getting the things that need for it in order for existence and in order for continual existence. Got it? And that'll come in with you denying yourself. Sometimes some things you can get, but it's just not profitable.
Right.
So Yahushua, he was going to escape. What was he concerned about? So what did he have to do in order for it to be fulfilled? Which means he had endurance. He had endurance. He didn't give way to. Like Balaam did. Balaam had self. And how we learn that? The writer told us later. Say he'll harp the ways of unrighteousness. So he tried to warn the madness of the Nabal. So he tried to warn him, but he looked at man like, shit, man, this is my time. He took y'all something, it's my time. He looked at, man, that gold, man, we talking about gold and silver. Gold, nigga be talking. You get that big brick laid down in front of you. A lot of folks talk they really hit. A lot of folks, man, I ain't gonna be committed to that. Has anybody offered you? Maybe some of yours ain't anybody offered you. Man, I ain't finna, man, no world finna get me. Have you ever been offered the world? No. So a lot of stuff you can say you ain't gonna do because nobody never offered it to you. You never put it in a situation. So now we're training for. If the situation arises, if it happens, we already know what course of action to take. That's the whole purpose. Someone may never be offered the whole world, but people can offer you enough solace to something you want, and you'll start to ration, reason, consider, and lean toward. Y'all got it? And then if you're doing that, that's because your understanding. What were you told about that? Don't lean to your own, see, because you're giving way to your understanding. You hear what you want to hear. What are you supposed to do in your ways?
Acknowledge him.
In what ways?
He'll direct your path.
All of them. Well, you know, I still got some stuff, ways I like to do stuff. That's why he put that stipulation on in all your ways. In all of them. What you supposed to do?
Acknowledge him.
And
He'll direct your path.
he'll keep you in the way. See how that started to make sense? I just want to I know it's slower than what y'all used to, but I really want to make sure we get a real understanding of what we got to do, how we got to start viewing things, and what direction we got to take. Because I know a lot of us in here sway. I know a lot of us get pulled to and offered to do and other things we don't fully commit to because we feel like we know or feel like we're not going to be saved. Why don't you give yourself a fair chance of doing everything he told you and let's see. Don't say, I don't feel like I can be saved and I ain't doing what I'm supposed to do because you're exactly right. Yeah. You cannot be saved. Shaul told him when they tried to leave out the boat, what did he tell him?
Except you're out of the ship.
You cannot be saved. So when we saying on the ship, don't just stay in here. There's a certain work you gotta do. You know what those guys do what them guys did when he told them that? They cut their own lifeline off. Because under pretense, they had lowered a smaller boat in the water to escape. That was for them. It wasn't offered for everybody. That was for them. When Shaul told them that, you know what they did? They cut the ropes on it. Because I want to be saved. The only reason I was going my own way, because I want to be saved. Once I found out that wasn't the right way, I cut it off. You know what folks do? Still got phone number of people that doing wrong or who gonna get them in trouble. Still going to places that's detriment to them. See, you got to cut it off. Mm-hmm. He even told you if your right hand offend you, told you better enter in the Kai. Halt, man, with one eye, than to go in the Sheol and you got all your members.
That's right.
Well, the maggots don't die and the fire not quench. I ain't gonna put it out. So that stuff you gotta do it, people, man, you gotta look at it, man, delete. I ain't no use for I don't have no reason for you. That's just being honest. You lose some people out there, but I gain a whole lot better.
Yeah.
I gain a lot more. You'll be a lot of times people can't, man, I lost my older friend. How many did you pick up?
Right.
People see they don't count us like that. Not y'all are, nigga, you better be counting us. Throw your ass in the garbage can. Cause we real like that. Now look at y'all my pastor. That's y'all, I mean y'all there, they miss call right here.
That's right.
Y'all here?
Yes, sir.
Man, we Yahudy gang to death.
Yeah.
We Yahudy for life. Y'all hear me? That's
Yes,
it, I'm
sir.
Yahudy.
Yahudy.
I'm Yahudy. I ain't supposed to be ashamed of that, ain't that right? Ain't we Yahudy? Man, that bun, that bell, any other bun, these folks got Yahudy.
Yeah.
Your mama can still be your mom, your dad can still be your dad, your uncle, your grandmama, your cousin. They all be that, but they ain't Yahudy.
Right.
Yahudy outweigh all that, man. I'm with Yahudy. That's what Deborah told her. She said, listen, man, she said, my law is with the Shah Yahuwah, with Yehuda. She said, I'm looking to the ruler Yehuda. Everybody looking to Yehudi. Who you gonna look to? That's where the governor coming from. From Yehudi. Where's they coming from? Hello? All the king want to come and they want to bow down for it. Everybody know Yehudi. That's it. Y'all saw they had to come to keep the Mohawk, didn't it? Had to come to Jerusalem and to Yehuda. Hello? Yes, sir. All right, we'll get ready to let y'all go. That's two. They off the chain right here. These people here are some special people. And more